Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of the Blue Otter Emerald Draft League. I am Becky. We are here in playoffs tonight. We've got two incredible teams here on the Rift. Queen's Revenge going up against the People's Champion Mingos from the Greatest Gamer Division Ixtal. I'm Becky, joined by Storm, although our names are reversed there.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's okay. All right. So they're going to be starting up right into the draft. As they get going here, I imagine bans are going to be pretty standard. So anything you want to kind of say about how these teams are going to match up against each other? This is cross-divisional. So these teams have only played each other once. And boy, was it a game.
It was a banger of a game. I saw the screenshot. I did not see the actual match itself, but 101 kills, 41 minutes, absolute cinema, peak League of Legends. That's what I want to see on the Rift tonight. Will we see that? Probably not. I think it's fair to say Queenie's Revenge is one of definitely the stronger playoff teams. I think they're one of the higher. They're coming in as the higher seed. Mingos are from the Ixtal division, which we watched them play on week 6, and we had some words to describe them. Clowns, I think, was thrown in there. There was much laughter. It was enjoyable. It was fun. Do I think they're gonna win a game tonight? Not really. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure most people also kind of agree with me on this sentiment. I think the content that just went up, thank you to Kaiser for supplying us with content, had the Mingos rated as the worst team currently in Blue OL. And I believe they are on blue side for this draft actually as well. So just so everyone is clear, they are the ones who have first picked Senna. They banned the Jarvan, and the Ezreal and the Nefiri, whereas Queenie's Revenge that have banned the Nocturne, Yunara, and Ashe away from the Mingos.
Yeah, so certainly interesting. The B1 Senna has had a lot of big popularity this patch. The Aphelios dropping in the big Aphelios, the Mr. 200 years himself, arriving onto with Ivern.
Okay, that's an actual classic pairing, dude. Ivern Aphelios is normal. If you're playing Ivern, you want. If you have Ivern on your team, you want like a hyper carry, and Aphelios is like, to me, one of the hyper carries. He's not my favorite hyper carry because that is Kog'Maw, and I wish more teams would pick him, but I love watching Aphelios just because he can like literally 1v9 a game, right? And you have all the different tools and all the different scenarios to set up the way you want to play and things. I think this champion's really cool. Unfortunately, you're playing in Senna Seraphine, the ultimate lane of we provide only utility and you don't get to play the game and auto attack people. So, oh dear God, that's Senna Seraphine Morgana. That is a sin.
Oh good. Yes, we're just picking a full enchanter composition, I think. Is this Nemesis draft? Is that what's happening? we're picking our enemy team only supports. Yeah, the Morgana here likely gonna go jungle. We saw that during our week 7 match. I believe we saw the Morgana jungle in week 7. So we have seen this before.
Yeah,
but paired with go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is like a Queenie pick, right? This is the Mingos, I believe, taking that away from Queenie. They're very much like an AP-focused jungler. They play a lot of this stuff. Zyra, I think, is like their most played and things among those lines. So I kind of support taking it. I also don't support taking it because the only CC you see the enemy team had locked in was Ivern. They picked Ornn, which made this pick better, I want to say. But it's just the case of, like, as Mingos, you just need to lock, like, absolute, like, 1v9 carry champions of, like, fighters that have been banned away from you, the Aatrox and the Darius. I was about to say, you need something like that. Like, I want to see you guys pick, like, Set or... like, just the ultimate Giga Chad frontline tank boy, so that all of these e-girls have someone to cheer on and make into a big, strong man.
Yeah, Set, Olaf, I know is a champion that a lot of these Enchanter compositions love to enable. Granted, Olaf has his own CC immunity, so maybe you don't go with the Olaf necessarily. But even stuff that you can see in other compositions, like the Yak S, could be enabled by the Enchanter composition, but I would definitely prefer something a little bit more run at you and fight you, because you cannot stop me. I have the support of all of my friends with me. The Mel will be picked up here, and that is going to be a pretty decent pickup in terms of just a good button. Good buttons on the Mel. Just a solid champion.
I mean, you can reflect Seraphine ult. Pretty good. Reflect Morgana bindings as well. Those are both quite good things to use the Mel W onto. Wukong, definitely support that. Kind of the fighter jungler, right? Kind of surprised it wasn't Xin or something, but Wukong still scales really well. Definitely can utilize all the shields and everything from his teammates. So I think this pick's pretty good here. I'm just wondering... But we have now confirmed this is Morgana mid. We are sitting. What is happening? Don't lock that. Don't make me sad.
No. Is this a Muumu's top?
No, it's Wukong top. It's Morgana mid and a Mumu jungle.
What?
We have picked Wukong as our carry. This is our burly man. This is our burly boy. It's Wukong. Yeah.
That's wrong. That's incorrect.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying what's the reality of our situation.
And we have the Galio here. Snore, going to bed.
So it's Mel support, I guess. It's Mel Aphelios bot lane.
Wait, what the heck? What? It could be Aphelios Galio.
I guess it could be Galio support.
Support. I feel like if I'm Galio landing into like Seraphine Senna, I'm gonna have like a gun to my head the entire time.
I was about to say, if our goal is to give Senna a whole bunch of free stacks, that seems like an absolutely incredible idea. But it's gotta be Mel support with the Aphelios, right? That sounds terrible to me.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Why would
the only reason Mel's a good champion is because she's good in the late phase. She like falls off a fucking cliff after 25 minutes. But it just
paired with the Aphelios? But why?
Yeah.
But why? Well, why not pair like something that like completes tasks with the Aphelios?
Wow, I hate both of these drafts. That's really impressive.
We're dropping some heat here in game one. Yeah. Oh boy.
I was about to say, like, to be honest, like the amount of like power picks that are like gone from a series is like pretty high. Like Ornn, Mel, and Galio, I think, are like three like actual like picks you like care about for this Fearless Best of 5. Same with the Wukong, Seraphine, and Senna. Those are like 6 like pretty major S tier like picks, I would say, in this draft. So if this series goes the difference, maybe it's just going to keep getting weirder and weirder like this, because it is already like completely bonkers. I did not have Wukong top on my bingo card this evening.
I don't think most people would. Yeah. There is only one person who I've seen play Wukong top in like the past 5 years, and they're pretty notoriously bad. So, at League of Legends. So, you know.
I was about to say, I remember when this pick was like popular top lane. Like I used to practice this and play this, but that was when you had Corrupting Potion and you took Time Warp Tonic, and you would just fight the enemy top laner to the death at level 1, and you would just snowball from that way. So I don't think that's the way we're playing anymore, because that's
true
not,
top lane.
Yeah,
That's a beautiful top lane gameplay
Yeah.
right there. Yeah, so which composition? It is Galio support. We are getting confirmation from production.
Oh god, that made it worse.
My man's suffering. Why would
Yeah.
you do this? I'd rather play Galio jungle. Give me
an Ivern support.
All right. So which composition is less bad? I guess is the question here. Which is more? I feel like the blue side composition has like champions that complete objectives.
I mean, they have a comp. It's a CC Wombo combo team, right? Like you have Morgana, Wukong, and Mumu Seraphine. Those are buttons you press on people, and it's press R and you win, right? So they have a comp. Are there pieces in the wrong spot? And should they not have drafted some of them? I would argue yes, but they have an AoE Wombo combo comp. And on the other side, you have a team that needs to kill Aphelios. If Aphelios dies, this Mingos team loses. And if Aphelios lives through the R buttons, then they win, right? So Queenie, for Queenie's team. It's on Aphelios. If that guy dies, then they can't win the fight. And if he lives a fight somehow by the grace of God and the power of Galio shields and Ivern shields and things like that, then they win. I don't know. I don't think Aphelios ever gets to play the game, but on the same time, like, does it matter? Like, there's so much stuff that makes it like impossible to play.
Oh, yeah, well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Who knows? This is very much a who knows.
I was about to say, you gotta say your piece. Who do you got winning? Do you got Queenie's revenge with the Aphelios? Do you believe in the hypercarry, or do you believe in the Wombo combo of the Mingos?
I think we just hit buttons. I don't like Wukong top, but the power of just clicking good buttons is too hard to pass up. I feel like there are so many buttons Aphelios has to dodge. He has to be superhuman. I don't necessarily know if I believe in Emerald level Aphelios to be superhuman in these games, personally.
Yeah, so fly Mingos fly, baby. We got the
Mingos 3-0. Pause champ.
Yeah, from the team that we said isn't going to win a game in playoffs to we think they might win game 1. Draft is a beautiful thing. Never change Emerald drafters. Keep cooking this stuff. I'm sure this food will be delicious and not an overpowering with one flavor.
Yeah. So we'll see what they are going to deliver for us in on the Rift in a few minutes after the spectator delay. We'll see you then after the break.
Let's go, let's move. Side to side, let's come on, everybody, bring it in.
Alrighty, welcome everybody here on to the Rift for Game 1 of our series between Queenie's Revenge and the Mingos. Mingos are on the blue side. Queenie's Revenge are on the red side.
Yep.
As you can see by Queenie being on the red side. Therefore, Queenie's Revenge. Very good, very good.
Already, we are showcasing why this lane is going to be absolute hell as we watch it into lane and Johnny Fortnite throwing out those double Qs. Still a goated name. I will give the Mingos team that. They have some pretty crazy names for this team.
Mm-hmm.
Was Macro Beast playing for this team the last time we were watching them?
I feel like it has to be, right? Like, nothing has really happened between the last time we saw this team streamed, but
I was about to say I don't think so, because Macro Beast is like someone I recognize and is like a pretty good Emerald player, from what I remember. But
I mean, a world champion, as it were.
Platinum bot lane. What was that? The
Plat Worlds.
Yeah. All right. That illustrious tournament series. But have just kind of a weird clears going on. We got a Mumu pathing bot to top side here, getting that flow clear on. Hopefully, I do not want to see my Mumu go for a level 3 gank, especially when I'm getting pushed in and Galio's warded it. Ivern just kind of doing normal Ivern things of like you wander around and it doesn't look like you're doing anything until you're finished all your camps. Oh god, he's coming bot lane. No.
The lane gank? The level 3 lane gank?
Oh god, it's gonna work.
On to Galio, who's gonna get rooted up, taken down. A first blood bomb to the Seraphine. Resilient gonna cut down Macro Beast. Now gonna have to try and kite out of here. Amumu's out of mana. Johnny Fortnite also out of mana, but the burn will tick down. That'll be Paradoxical picking up the second kill down there as the lane gank pays out for the Amumu.
Yeah, and it is worth mentioning that this is Macro Beast running the Senna build that you like run all of the Jack of all trades build and things like that. So it's like Mura mana and things like that. So you're really trying to get all those stacks really quickly. So that is why we have a tier in our inventory. I believe that's the build we'll be going for. I really hope they have that rune or this build is absolutely garbage. But you can see in the top lane as well, TJ has gotten the flash out of Duddy already that they traded those. Both traded their TPs as well. So if any potential kills do come up towards this top lane, it'll be a really big deal. I feel like this Wukong matchup is pretty bad because Wukong's all about armor, right? That's the whole reason he's good, is you get free armor whenever you hit things and whenever you get hit.
Yes.
So, Ord famously doesn't really do physical damage. Not really his thing, but is worth mentioning.
Ornn kind of just does damage
trade
of all varieties, as he's going to be going in for a trade here with TJ Lanier. Paradoxical is around, does not have the flash. Will actually land the bandage toss. That's just going to get a little bit of extra damage here, as TJ also pretty low. And on the bot side here, we do have the lane gank.
Oh my god, he clicked it!
Oh no, you know the kid has not played with Ivern. You cannot right-click those, brother. You will go into your own demise. You know the kid has perished, tragically, in the bot lane gank that went completely sideways.
Wow, what fantastic League of Legends we are witnessing tonight on this Emerald stream. Two just playoff powerhouses here so far, showing up on the Rift. And of course, Mingos, the obvious winners from what we could see coming into this series. But as far as other things going on, I will hold the moment. Paradoxical, for some reason, has killed themselves probably by being here.
Paradoxical is going to... The Hex flash into nothing from, the kid is not going to amount to anything. As, okay, we do have several flashes burn. Naysayer will get the root. and that will be the takedown there. As, yeah, Naysayer goes for that flash. Paradoxical did not have it. So that will be a pickup for the Mel, which is not so bad, but a little bit funky.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. Oh, that was a great hex slash. That one was just as good.
You can see the indicator, like it shows as you're channeling it.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Johnny Fortnite's gonna get rooted up right here a little bit. Okay,
oh, but now he can't affect the bandage
toss. Yeah, for some reason, Paradoxical is going to be going for the double bandage toss. The shields will not be enough as Johnny Fortnite will take down one, but will go down in response. Just a couple of auto attacks away as Resilient picks up that one. Paradoxical is going to be crying themselves a river, looking to get out of here with the bandage toss on to that Krug camp. We'll turn around and instantly start taking it. TY for the leash, my friend Galio. Although Galio may not be a friend right here as they are standing around. Nope, it's all good. 1 for 1.
Yeah, I would also like to just shout out both these 80 carries for farming absolutely abysmally so far. 38 CS, the winner currently at 6 minutes into the game is not the numbers you want to see your hyper carry be putting up. But we'll have to see. Duddy getting close to getting burned down. This Wukong is deceptively powerful into tanks because your Q does shred a lot of armor there. Here's the all-in.
Cyclone will cut through a lot of that armor and slamming down with the crushing blow will take out Duddy up there in the top lane. That's a solo kill for TJ Lanier, and yeah, I guess Duddy just kind of underestimated Wukong's damage. Probably doesn't lane against it a whole lot, to be fair.
Yeah, and I will say the one thing that Wukong is like really, really good at that a lot of people don't know is killing turrets. Your clone will hit turrets and it like copies your abilities, right? That's how the clone works. But it actually like kills turrets really quickly because you can get like Q and it'll copy your like Trinity Force procs and stuff. So you can like split push this champion really deceptively well. It's a shame that like he's so much better in the jungle and you never ever see him top lane because I think he's pretty good up here. I think he would have been better used as a jungle pick, but who am I to say? As far as things going on, there's still this Cloud Dragon being up here. I feel like that should probably get taken at some point, but Ivor, not really the greatest at taking dragons. He does have Daisy now. He is level 6. He can actually take that. Plus?
Okay.
Never
Yeah,
mind.
it looks like there was just a small spectate pause. Good game, right? Very good game.
Yeah.
But yes, in any case, yeah, like you said, the Daisy is up, so it makes it a little bit easier for Ivern to take those, but honestly very much reliant on the Aphelios damage just to try and make the dragon clear not extremely painful. Whereas Amumu is pretty self-sufficient on clearing objectives, as we do have the Galio coming in to provide additional damage here with Queenie. Yeah, it's gonna take a while, but on the top side, the support and jungler will be taking the Grubbins, as all three will go over to Paradoxical. You were talking a bit about that Wukong split push. Could potentially have some payout there if TJ's able to start taking some swings at this turret, and we're actually setting up for a dive here. Vanitas gonna go out. It's gonna be full combo.
Oh,
and
the Macro
Beast sniping that one out from downtown. 300 gold pickup for the Senna, the solo lane Senna right now.
Can we just look at this Wukong? Is he gonna take this top tower? He might, right?
He is gonna take a couple of plates. But...
Yeah, okay. There's still like the full 4th plate, and we do have TP up as Duddy, so never mind. Won't be able to quite clear this, but is probably gonna get pretty close towards our Trinity Force back, which will be really huge. I will say I also kind of like this Morgana pick into the Mel because never mind, is Lanier about to die because he's greeting for an extra wave?
Oh, he's absolutely going to be greeting here, but will he die is the question. Orenhorn's going to get called. Queenie flashing the wall just to get some distance in the bot side. We see a little bit of Galio taunt, but TJ will be fully locked up here, accepting their fate. Greed does not pay out in the end, as TJ will fall to get a wave between turrets. Not a good trade.
No, especially when I think your back was already so good. I don't feel like this one wave actually like netted you anything. Maybe it was just trying to look for that tempo play or something like that, but instead just gives his life over. The first dragon of the game going over this Cloud Drake is probably really good that Queenie's Revenge was able to pick this up. Oh, hit that
Ooh, flash taunt combo. Johnny Fortnite will drop here. See the Encore go out, but it gets fizzled there by Johnny just dying. Yeah, didn't even go on cooldown. So that will be a pretty quick pickup for the kid and Resilient. Resilient 3-1 on this Aphelios. Looking like they're setting themselves up well to be the playmaker super carry of the game for Queenie's Revenge.
Yeah, I mean, they have definitely been like the MVP of this team throughout their entire season, I would say, for Queenie's Revenge. Resilient has looked really, really good this season. Already has that Stormrazor in his inventory, so getting towards that crit spikes and those just huge damage numbers that you can kind of see from Aphelios. We see kind of the garage sale items coming in here from Senna, going towards that static Shiv, having that tier stacking up as well to get us our Muraman second, it looks like. Johnny's... Are we looking for a dive here?
I don't know if that's a great idea. You're fighting into
Flash,
purple
baby.
gun. We did get Flash, though, and Paradoxical is around, so even if this isn't a dive, they do manage to get out the Flash, which feels pretty good. It'll feel less good if something bad happens to Paradoxical, but without Resilient, just imagine just not too much threat. Unfortunately, we're not able to crack that plate there. It's pretty close, but we'll just have to back away and take this reset without that little bit of extra gold, as top lane is looking pretty close to cracked up here, as TJ is absolutely beating the stuffing out of this Ornn.
Yeah, winning topside matchup plus jungle attention means I am a happy top laner. TJ is looking pretty comfortable on this pick. Must play it a lot or know something we don't. Have that sauce ready. Gonna look for the tower here, I would imagine. Just one Q. Instead, just gonna look to maybe deny some minions.
No, don't fall for it again. All right, no, we get the turret. We play smart.
Nice. Even denied a couple of extra CS there away from Duddy, who's level 9. Bro's 2 full levels down. That is diabolical.
Yeah, it's especially rough for Ornn, who is able to... Ornn can be fine if he's down CS, but he really needs XP. And just being denied so much XP, because Wukong, one of the things that if you played against him top lane back when he was more popular, he's a really oppressive lane bully, because he can kind of just dash at you and slam you with Qs over and over again. And Ornn's kind of not really able to respond that effectively, as Macro Beast will be the target right here, gonna get caught up by the taunt, but Resilient not quite able to get there fast enough to make anything happen out of it. Ornn on the bot side here. They're setting up for this Drake in 3 seconds, as Ornhorn gets called. 3 points for that field goal. Encore is going to go through. You know the kid's going to be dropping here pretty quickly. TJ cutting through the front line and the back line with the Cyclone. Oh. The crushing blows. The Monkey King is here. That is a tripler for TJ Lanier, and Resilient is not looking their namesake here under turret, as they're just getting pelted with spells and will almost certainly fall, as here comes another dash-in slammer from TJ Lanier. That is 4 kills in this bot lane exchange, going to the Wukong big man frontliner.
Yeah. Also worth noting, I will hold that thought, Naysayer is looking for the play.
Okay, getting rooted under turret. Flash will get used, but the shutdown will go to Naysayer, who uses the execution on that one.
Okay, so Chemtech Dragon was picked up there, and Hextech Soul is the soul. Best soul in the game, I would say. The one that feels awful to play against always. Queenie looking here for Zulfur.
Oh, the root
we
did
did-
connect, but nobody's close enough.
Yeah, okay. Doesn't really matter. I was about to say, that dragon's actually, like, huge, because we have so much healing and shielding power on our team. That's actually a good dragon to take. It's, like, never a good dragon to take. It feels like to me, anyway, Chemtex, but, like, for this team with having Morgana, Mumu, Johnny Fortnite, like, playing the Senna, the Seraphine, like, and all the shielding, like, that's so much value, actually, from getting this dragon. So that feels really, really good here for the Mingos to take that one. Have to see how Macro Beast is able to keep doing in the stat count this game. I wonder if we'll be able to get a check-in maybe at a little bit of time while we have like a little bit of downtime as this Herald
We get a breather here. 44 stacks. That is better than the last Senna we saw.
That's true. Yeah, it's still
not good.
It's not good.
Let's be clear.
Hey, we just got another 3 there.
Yeah, this
47.
is not good.
Yeah.
But it is better than the last Senna we saw. On the bot side, it looks like Zulfur got a solo kill onto Naysayer. Flash and ulti just locking that one up and down. As that'll be another turret going into the pocket of the Mingos, who again are on the blue side this game. As you know, the kid looking for something here, gonna flash to try and close the gap. Trading that with Johnny Fortnite. Resilient does have the purple gun, but not able to get close to get that CC out. So Queenie and friends will have to just walk away here as TJ will get spotted out by the Ivern brush, giving that a little bit of extra vision on to the Monkey King. Not going to be able to get that dive here. We'll still look for it, at least try and bully them out. He's going to get rooted. He's going to get stuck in a turret. That's going to be 2 turrets trying to attack this Monkey Man. Here comes the Orange Horn. It's going to get called. Not 3 points right there, as Macro Beast does get clipped by it, but it will not amount to anything, as TJ is going to stay in the front line, going really balls deep right there, but getting punished for it. Here comes the Galio ulti in melee range to try and save Gutty. Does not pan out. Curse of the Sad Mummy tags 2, and that's a doubler for the Amumu, as Johnny Fortnite picks up 1 for themselves. A lot of good ultis coming out here from the Mingos, as Queenie's Revenge are struggling to get their footing here in the match. Ivern and Aphelios, the only 2 left alive, and there's not much they can do.
Yeah, I mean, they're have a 5k gold lead pre-20 minutes. This is like a disgusting lead so far here for the side of the Mingos. They are taking Queenies out. Look at the bounties that are available to them, like the bounties of shame. There's 1,000 gold for like a Herald, like 1,000 gold on a Dragon. That's disgusting. Like, yeah, even the shutdowns available on these people, like everyone has one, and they're going to get such huge buys off of this as well. You can see Senna just spent all of her gold. I'm imagining we finished our Muramana, or if maybe no Cleaver instead.
Black
okay,
Cleaver.
Wukong already has that.
Yeah, well, it's to go with the Deathfire touch. Looks into the camera.
Yeah, for sure. That works.
Yeah, that's how that works, right? It still works like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
TJ also killed himself.
Yeah, TJ's decided to give over just some extra gold to Naysayer for Flood.
I don't think it was fixed. They just made it work like that.
They changed it. They nerfed it because it was good.
Johnny's dead?
Yeah, Johnny Fortnite has decided to also die here on their own, as
the Mingos macro coming in hot, baby.
Yeah, this is the Ixtal macro.
Yeah.
This is the kind of macro that gets your Division 2 and 6 in the cross-divisional matches. Dear Lord. Okay,
well, there's 4 seconds till Dragon, so...
Yeah, first to the Hextech Drakes. Here comes the TP in.
We're fighting for this.
Yeah, it's going to be a TP in from TJ right here. That's good. A good bandage toss. They're going to take down the Ornn here, who just doesn't have the horn because it was called too early.
Oh my god.
Cyclone cutting through the back line here. as TJ doesn't even need a team to back them up. Macro Beast sniping from far away. Zulfer picking up that one onto the Kid, as Resilient once again waltzing away with Queenie here. Ivern is doing a good job keeping the Aphelios alive, but not anyone else is getting lucky.
Yeah, and I mean this is the correct macro play from Mingos is here. We were just talking about it, but they're actually like pushing the towers while they're letting Paradoxical just solo the dragon as well. They're getting a lot more plates. TJ's getting solo gold as well in the top lane while the rest of his team splits it, so they can keep making these absolutely ridiculous plays. They're even going to get out. They get this dragon, and they're setting themselves up for the Baron dance. As that has just spawned, as we've officially crested 20 minutes. And it's a 7k gold lead now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a pretty big gold lead here, and I think kind of something I'm a little worried about.
Zulfers.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
No,
Zulfers
never
here.
mind.
Yep, very good. Something that I think we've been worried about with this Queenie composition is that it's all really loaded onto not just the Aphelios, but also things like the Ornhorn being used in the right place at the right time. And they used it to get picks, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but those picks are kind of ephemeral, and without the Ornhorn, there really is just not a whole lot of pressure that this Queenie's Revenge comp can apply. And it's putting a lot onto Duddy to actually use his buttons properly, and he has less gold than Seraphine.
That's a little bit of a concerning number to get thrown out there. Why do we have a second null magic mantle in our inventory? Also curious to me.
Senna does a lot of magic damage.
Okay, right. Sorry.
Your armor can't get shredded by the black cleavers if you don't have armor.
Yeah, I just more meant we have a Negatron cloak. Why do we need a null magic mantle? But just whatever. That's fine.
The answer is Orin just builds items.
Yeah.
He's just building whatever. Who cares? On the bot side, we have the split push Morgana, which is a choice, as TJ Lanier is going to get chunked out a little bit here as the Baron is started, and there's no contest.
I mean, they don't have any vision. They tried to establish it. They lost it. Now we're TPing. We're fully committing to this Baron, it appears.
Yeah, Morgana is going to be up in the front here on this TP right now. Ornhorn's getting called. It's going to get thrown at the entirety of the Mingos, but only one will get tagged by it. It's now Wukong on the front getting a great Cyclone, doing so much disruption here in the back line. Will go down, but Paradoxical's found a way in, just annoying all of these carries as the Kid gets taken out in the front. Macro Beast flashing forward on the Senna, shooting down 2 there, as Resilient and Naysayer will both drop. And that is a Baron plus a 1 team fight, as the Mingos are nearing a 10k gold lead.
Yeah, and Morgana's Medjai's, not even a Dark Steel, went from 9 stacks before this to 19 now. So that's pretty big. Yeah. Senna as well, just to check in there. We're up to 88 stacks now. That seems like a pretty good number. I'm pretty sure you want like 100 for like the ultimate like range of like you start outranging most things. TJ,
Yes.
Have we killed ourselves again? No?
No, we're fine. We're good.
Okay.
All right.
We just burned our TP for fun.
Yeah, we're living there. I think kind of. Yeah, that I wonder now what Queenie's Revenge can really do, just because this Aphelios is still like hobbling here, not quite at that 3rd item, and I think unfortunately that 3rd item is not like Infinity Edge, so the damage output that this Aphelios is going to have here is not going to be the huge, massive numbers that you would really like him to have if he's going to be your solo carry, as Naysayer is going to get chopped up by the Cyclone on the front here, taunted to 2. It's going to be 2v4 right here, 2v5, 2v6 if you count Daisy as a person, as the Ornhorn will get called to take down TJ Lanier, and that'll be Naysayer picking up another as that is a pretty important button once again used to pick off a single gamer, as it looks like the rest of the Mingos are kind of struggling to figure out what to do next without TJ alive. Oh, what they do next is they just kill Galio, of course.
Yeah. Galio obviously known for his safety and his ability to get out of things, especially on this support budget. He's just so useful. But anyway, they still have this inhib down in the mid lane. They had their dragon coming up in 10 seconds. That's where Paradox is going. He understands his assignment. Senna is pushing bot lane. I like that. I don't know why we have Seraphine sitting in mid lane by herself, but whatever. Johnny just keeping these minions stacked up with Baron.
Yeah,
gonna get this bot lane tower here.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So, I mean, Dragon's already down. We got that. Now we just need to focus towards this top lane, get these turrets down. Our Baron buff has faded now here as the side of the Mingos, but lots and lots of standing gold on the map possible for Queenie's Revenge if they're ever able, to win a team fight somehow, to push out of their base. They have huge bounties available, not just on players. You can see, that 650 shutdown gold on Macro Beast, the 550 shutting on Zelfer, but there's also all these bounties as well. But I don't know if they're winning a team fight. Maybe they'll kill TJ again when he goes forward without anyone. But they're splitting the map up really well here. Oh, TJ goes in.
Yeah, and TJ going forward without anyone right now as Naysayer will get chopped up a little bit here. The Ornhorn is called, will tag Zulfer. There's just no follow-up close by. The kid's going to be on the front, going to get a taunt into Paradoxical. That's not a very high-value target, as all these roots in CC are going down, but it's taking forever to kill this guy. Meanwhile, Senna and Seraphine are just obliterating these bot structures.
Yeah, this is going to be like the important inhibitor going down. The bot inhibitor unlocks your ability to take Barons so much easier now. And we even get to start hitting this top lane tower. It's just a disaster. They're just going to slowly bleed them out. It's the death from 1,000 cuts. TJ holding the S key down, being a tricky Wukong.
That's the classic right there, is Queenie will have to flash away. The trickster himself, the Monkey King, will get taken down here. TJ is getting dropped right there, but that is still taking down a turret here as the Mingos are maintaining their 10k gold lead here, despite TJ having a little bit of fun here on the Rift. Maybe the frauds are actually Queenie's Revenge, because
I don't know, man. This has not been a. If I had a 10k gold lead at like 20 minutes into the game, I don't think I would have taken 8 minutes to close this one out. But whatever. Power to them. They're keeping it slow, keeping it fairly controlled, other than TJ, who's enjoying himself being on stream. Seeing some other pretty major items picked up here. We see the death cap has been finished by Naysayer alongside the Ornn upgrade on that, so that's quite a lot of AP now on this Mel. I hate this Galio build immensely. Who on our team is ever freaking proccing off of this stupid Imperial Mandate, man?
Yeah, no, I saw the mandate cooking. I didn't want to say anything about it because I was hoping that my eyes would deceive me and the Bandle Glass Mirror and Blasting Wand would turn into a different item. It would just magically turn into Redemption or something.
Yeah.
Or
can I get a hover over the production? This Imperial Mandate, has it done over 200 damage?
He just bought it, I think.
Oh, okay. 21. Yeah, that sounds about right. He just
21?
bought it. Yeah.
Yeah, so TJ Lanier is going to get caught out here over the wall. The vision's been denied. This Baron's going to drop right here. Aphelios ulti goes out, but the Moonlight Vigil will not do a whole lot. Ornhorn gets called, but he misses the dash! He misses the second tag of the Ornhorn! As TJ Lanier will be out in the front with the Cyclone, staying alive just narrowly here with the extra healing from his friends. The rest of the Mingos are staying very healthy here, though, as it looks like Queenie's Revenge still alive, but limping away at a fraction of HP, as Zelfer trying to get one here. Naysayer will drop to the Nimbus Strike, as that will be one down. TJ is just having a good time, jumping around, smacking people around with the big stick. The big man Wukong was the secret sauce, but will they just clean up the game? It's looking like they will, as that will be game one, and the only game we're going to see tonight, because Riot Games is a great company going over to the Mingos, who are on blue side.
Yeah, Mingo's taken the victory that no one was expecting, nobody was claiming was going to happen. MVPs, who you got? It was going to be TJ until he decided to die for fun like 4 times in a row for me. So who do you got, Becky?
I might still give it to TJ. I think
Really?
that TJ was going a little bit like sicko mode there and playing a little stupid. But I think if you're gonna be the one melee champion on your team, you gotta play a little stupid. Were all the things that TJ did a good idea? No. In fact, I'd say generously 65% of the things TJ did in that game were a good idea. But I actually think that a lot of the value TJ got in those team fights and kind of the disruptive nature of the Wukong champion was up to the maximum there. And we saw what this champion can really do. Where you see Wukong does what Wukong does the best, we saw in this game. Despite the fact that TJ did die a few more times than he really should have.
I'm gonna lead towards paradoxical here. Because they won bot lane basically with that level 3 gank. Should that level 3 gank have worked? No, it should not have. But it did give them such a huge advantage, especially for Macro Beast and Johnny Fortnite. I think Macro Beast also deserves a shout out. Sure, his damage was pretty negligible, but he is on Senna duty. I don't think Zulfer really deserves any credit. He didn't really do anything. He played Morgana. We threw out some bindings. We threw out some black shields. I don't really remember a black shield actually doing anything that game, if I'm gonna be real there. Or wasn't oh my god, we denied that ultimate or anything. It was just kind of oh, we'll just put those on cooldown, right? Is how I felt about it. So they're not, despite going 4-0-9 and having that great looking KDA and doing 20k damage, I don't think they really did that well. But sure, I feel like TJ can get it. He was definitely made the most impact, good and bad.
Yes, and that's what matters. That's what
that's
what League of Legends is all about. In any case, it looks like, and I'm kind of checking around here to see how things are going, but it seems like there are some Riot server issues going on. Who knows if they're still going to continue or if we'll get more games. Until we get some information here, I guess we'll throw it to a break and we'll either be back on to go into game 2 or be back on to announce that stream's dead. And we'll all be sad about it. And the Mingos will win the 5-game series with a single game. And that'll be very funny. So we'll be back in however long it takes to get our answers to our burning questions.
move side to side. Let's go. Let's go. Let's move side to side. Let's go. Let's go. Let's move side to side. Let's go. Let's go. Let's move side to side. Let's go.
Alrighty, we are back here for game 2. So it seems like you can't log in. However, because all of our gamers have remained online, the only series that will continue will be Mingos versus Queen's Revenge. So we're all here together. We're all stuck in Mingo's prison. This is great news, everyone. I hope
Yeah.
you're all excited.
Yeah. Just waiting for the Mingos to ready up here. It looks like they are staying on blue side. Queenie's Revenge electing to keep themselves on red side, getting that counter pick advantage. Hopefully they pick something better than round 5 Galio support into all those range champions.
Would be nice.
Yeah. Because yeah, that was the round 5 was the Galio. We started off pretty strong with Aphelios, Ivern, and Orin, and then we added Mel and Galio, and we started complaining a lot. Anyway, as far as like power picks, they're kind of like big ones left in the series, like the things I'm thinking about. Like you still have like your classics, so like the Zinzao. Oh, production! Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that someone might be cooked. I don't want to hear that.
No. No. Why did you log out, you fool? Yeah, I'm.
Oh.
Wait. Draft started?
All right. Well, we're starting draft, so hopefully that is not an issue that we have to worry about, and we get to talk about this exciting draft. Anyway, other like power picks, Jarvan still available. Probably going to get banned. I think he was banned in the last series. They banned Jarvan, the dog champion, Nafiri, and Ezreal, the Mingos. So we'll see. They might just repeat those bans. Last game, Queenies really went after ADCs. They got rid of Ashunara, and then they got rid of the Nocturne. So I wonder if they're going to keep that, try and keep this Macro Beast focus going for themselves. The Nocturne going to stay there as a ban anyway. Interesting. I wonder if the Mingos are going to just change anything up, or they're just going to keep those same 3 first bans they had. I feel like those are the 2 like AD picks that I know Queenie plays, is the Jarvan and the Nafiri. Like most of their other like jungle champions that I know from Queenie is
like
definitely
all
more.
AP.
Yeah, it's like all AP, right? Like Zyra, like I had mentioned during the last game, is their most played champion. I'm almost certain. That's gonna get
Zyra's banned.
Yep.
Which, interestingly enough, was not actually banned last game.
Yeah.
The Zyra did not get banned. It is banned here.
Diana would be like the other big one from Queenie, right? I'm pretty sure. Let me just take a look at their profile here. Brand. Yeah, Brand. Diana. Oh, right, and the Kindred. How could I forget their Kindred is also really good.
Of course.
I was trying to remember like what AD pick it was that I really remembered Queenie playing, and yeah, it's Kindred. So still have that in the back pocket as well. But yeah, the Morgana was like their most played by like far the previous season. They play a ton of Diana as well. So the Diana is left up. We're gonna get rid of that Ezreal again from Resilient. So maybe we're just kind of going that, hey, we want to play like towards dive or something like that. Also could just be the fact that Resilient has played 167 games of Ezreal this year in solo queue with this 57% win rate. Yeah. Thank you for making that
pretty
joke.
good. That's pretty good.
Oh.
That's pretty good. As the Nafiri, the Mingos have locked Nafiri. This is the hate draft here.
Yeah.
From the Mingos, as they have sniped away the Nafiri from the side of Queen's Revenge. As Queen's Revenge, I wonder if they're just going to do what they did last game and just go for AD carry +1 on R1, R2. Looking like they're hovering the Caitlyn. I feel like you might as well. I feel like a lot of Caitlyn's.
Just pick Karma or something, dude.
Yeah.
Just pick a good Caitlyn lane. Don't let the enemy team take Karma away from you and actually pick something that can like actually fight back against a Caitlyn lane. Morgana's already gone. Zyra's been taken away. Just pick something degenerate that pushes in bot lane. I think Karma's good here. just because it means the enemy team can't play Karma.
Yeah,
Okay.
the brand. So
That's for Quinny. I'm almost
yeah,
certain.
almost certainly for Queenie. Technically still a flex. I feel
Yeah.
like I'm not a huge fan of brand. I mean, brand Caitlyn still does exactly what you want it to do.
Yeah.
So it's not like awful, but I think there are better things that you could put with the Caitlyn, like Karma. I feel like at this point, if you're Mingos, you might as well just pick Karma. It works
Yeah.
fine with what you have currently.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, Karma's just a good support. It's generally good. I really dislike taking Jinx here, to be honest with you. But
Just
that's
sit around, do nothing. Very good.
yeah. Why are we sitting around and doing nothing when we have picked an assassin jungler who needs to all in, and we have the enemy team has picked immobile power farming jungler? Yikes! Oh, okay. We're committed till we're gonna lose bot lane.
Well, that's not Karma.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this. That's not Karma. So I guess, what do we just pick Karma then? If we're Queen's Revenge, I feel like there's no reason not to, right?
Yeah.
It's extra good because it also denies Neferi a lot of her damage. No, we
What?
pick Malphite. Of course, the blind
Sorry.
Malphite.
Yeah,
Excellent.
obvious. Well, I mean, it's good in Neferi Jinx, I guess. Okay, so we banned Silas with our bans Queenie's Revenge because I don't really care if no one on Mingos really plays plays Silas. It doesn't matter. The 5 worst matchups in League, 4 of them involve Malphite into Silas. It's like he doesn't even have to be laning. Thank you. Okay, I don't care. As long as you do that, I don't care about picking Malphite. But Silas could not be in the game if you were picking Malphite. I think it's absolutely hysterical that it's like, even if Silas is jungle and you have Malphite top on your team, it's still like the 3rd worst matchup possible in League. It's crazy how good Silas is if you give him Malphite help.
Yeah, I mean, that's really all Silas needs to succeed is a big stupid button like Malphite ulti, right?
Yeah, you could pick 4 transform champions and there could be Malphite and I'd go, this is a good Silas game. Honestly. Like, it could be like Udyr and like Elise and stuff like that, and I'd still go, yeah, I think it's a good Silas angle. But anyway.
Yeah, this is a Silas angle right here for sure.
Mordekaiser? Okay, we are throwing Malphite top lane, it appears. I don't know about this one. Surely the side of Mingos. Surely we play something in the top lane that can build AP. I mean, what do we got, TJ? Let me take a look at your OP. Who do you got? There's got to be something here. Jax even is fine. You could play the Nasus and just farm forever.
Ooh, I like that. That sounds funny. Oh, we've picked Blitzcrank with Caitlyn. Of course.
I mean, to be fair, that's not bad.
It is scary.
I'm ignoring
production has just said that it could be Blitzcrank mid, and I have decided to disregard that statement. There's no, because it just isn't gonna happen. It's one of those things that it's just not gonna happen. Sion will be the pick. Sion will be the pick into Malphite. As tank be tank.
Sion's actually good into Malphite. This is one of those things. Malphite's famously pretty bad into just about every tank. Like, he's good into pretty much exclusively fighter champions. Why get around it?
Because he throws cheese wheels, and his cheese wheels don't do anything if you actually have resistances. So that's like all the Malphite champion does in lane is throw cheese at you. And Sion can just tank those and does not care. The Ahri will be the last pick to round out the Mingos composition. The blind Ahri here, I think is fine. Ahri, a classic kind of blind pickable mid laner. And that'll be kind of up to Queenies. They have their pick of the litter in terms of good mid lane options. Stuff to pair with their team here. I think something a little bit more AD would be nice, but kind of pinch those AD options. So the Syndra will be the pickup here to play into the Ahri. Two compositions that are a little bit more defensible than last game.
Oh yeah, I like both these drafts
Overall.
way more. Both easily. We'll say for Mingos that this is the League of Legends team. You have the blue side blind pick mage and Ari. We've drafted a tank in our top laner, like a hyper tank. We've drafted a hyper killing ADC. We have a support, and then we have some random jungler who does AD damage and like is spooky.
Yes.
Do I think Neferi fits in this comp? No. If this was Xin Zhao, I think this Mingos team would be like 1,000% better. But I digress. I think the real issue for this is I don't know what they're gonna do against Brand, because they don't have like the just I kill you Brand button, and I feel like he is gonna press R, and this Pyroclasm is going to absolutely screw them.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
Yeah.
The best hope is the best hope you have is that maybe Neferi fizzles it when it bounces to her and she just clicks call the pack or whatever to go involve, and it fizzles the Pyroclasm. But otherwise, yeah, it's a composition that kind of has to group together minus Neferi, and Brand can absolutely just dump all of his spells into this team and completely melt them.
Yeah.
This is also a really difficult composition to approach. Queen's Revenge they have the Syndra, they have the Crank, they have the Caitlyn. This is a composition that if they get to an objective first, you cannot get into them. You have to find some absolutely buck wild angles.
I was about to say, like, literally, if Caitlyn puts it down like the wall, like the trap line, like wall, quote unquote, the only way I think Mingos can approach it is they literally have to Silent Ult through it.
Yes.
Like that's it. And it's bad to do that, because it means that like everyone is funneling into like a very small space to get Malphite and Syndra womboed.
Hey, we're getting info that it looks cooked.
Yeah.
Which
is
not a good sign.
I think that's what the youngins say, chopped, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
this game's chopped. Yeah. Looking a little chopped for sure.
Oh no.
So
is it just Yeah, I was about to say. So basically we're both
Oh no.
Okay, we just heard from production that it might be an extended break. Like very extended, like
24
30
hours.
minutes was our number that we were just handed out. So we will throw it to a break of some description and give you guys an update, and I want to say like 10 minutes we'll come back and give you guys an update and say if this series is happening or not tonight.
Well, after several minutes of waiting and hoping, it turns out that League of Legends is not a good game. And we will not be finishing the series tonight. We will be delaying this series. I do not know if it'll be delayed a week or what the plan is, but if you are worried about that, just keep your eye on the various communication channels that we have to know when games are and when they'll be rescheduled to. It's certainly unfortunate, especially for the Mingos, who I think who are going into the series a little scorching red hot,
Yeah, they
and
were
now
flying, baby.
everything's gonna be reset for the rest of the series whenever it happens. So, uh, yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for us today, I suppose. Um, any,
Yeah,
I,
that's it. Thank you
yep.
for showing up for that wonderful game one, everyone. We will be back next week with more BOL Emerald action, hopefully. We'll see you guys next time.
Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome to the broadcast tonight for Queen's Revenge going up against the Mingos. We attempted to stream the series last week, and of course, Riot decided that we were not going to be able to. But this week, despite everything, we are going to attempt to finish this series. The Mingos are currently up a game. We are going to be starting from where the series left off, which is why we are starting an hour and some change late, because both of the teams agreed to each other in Captain's Chat without informing anybody, including Bully, who runs the Blue Water League, that they were going to be starting an hour late. So we're all here an hour later, and then they had to delay even further. So, but don't worry, we're here now.
Yeah, everyone's here.
And no sub issues.
Nope.
So that's great news. In any case, I do the players know who's not able to be played from Fearless from last?
I hope they have this pulled up, because I made sure that you and I made sure to pull this up. So there's the 10 champions gone. The Senna, Seraphine, Morgana, Wukong, and Mumu was what the Mingos won with. And Queenie's Revenge took Aphelios, Ivern, Ornn, Mel, and Galio
Yes.
for their team. So those are the champions not available. That is a round 1 Malphite ban coming out for Queenie's Revenge. What the hell?
Yeah, that's
Alright.
interesting. We actually did see a theoretical Game 2 draft last week,
Yeah.
which I was curious about. The Mingos, who are, I think, on blue side again.
Yeah, I believe they're on the blue side currently.
Yes, Mingos are on blue side. They have once again B1 to the Neferi, which they did in the series last week. So I wonder, the bans are very similar too. Okay, there is going to be a deviation here as we have the Sejuani Pantheon picked up by Queen's Revenge. Two very interesting champions. I believe there was there a patch this week?
Last week, the MSI patch came out, I believe.
Okay, so there was that patch, and we had that patch for... Did we have that patch for the series?
No, we didn't, because it was Tuesday and it came out on Wednesday. So yeah, there is a new patch that they are playing on. I guess that is worth mentioning. This is also the patch of MSI, and we have seen from MSI you should just not play supports and support. It's actually better to play top laners like Camille.
Yes.
And just kill the enemy ADC 1v1 with like half an item and like 600 less gold than them, because supports suck. But anyway, these teams have both decided to take supports. I was talking about this because I was like, obviously this is Pantheon support that we've set up for ourselves, and we're taking Sejuani. But we picked Blitzcrank after, so I don't know what I'm talking about at all. Interesting to me to take Blitzcrank when you already have the engage of Pantheon and Sejuani. Like that to me just feels like kinda overkill.
It's a little overkill.
Yeah.
It's a little overkill because like your idea is, well, either we engage and we lock someone down, or we hook and we lock someone down. But you really don't need both. It seems like we're just opting out of picking champions that deal damage for some reason that I can't really be assured of. Queen's Revenge have picked up on what the Mingos have planned. The Mingos have otherwise drafted exactly what they did last week. So Queen's Revenge have banned away the Scion and Ahri, who were the B4 and B5 from the fictional draft of Game 2 last week, which, if nothing else, is kind of funny.
Yeah, I like it. It has nothing to do with those are both S tier blind pick options at all. No, it's for sure the reason if they want to get rid of the theoretical draft that they had assembled last week. We'll see. Queenie's Revenge here needs to take whatever blind pick they are taking, or reveal where Sedge or Pantheon is getting flexed to. Or they could just do neither, I guess, and take an ADC. That would make sense. Boo. They picked
Oh,
Smolder.
there's Smudler. It's
I'm a hater of the Disney Dragon, to be honest with you, but have to see what the answer is going to be here for the Mingos. So they have locked in a hyper carry. They've locked in Assassin Jungler. They need a tank basically in the top lane.
yes.
Sion and
And
Ornn are not
Vladimir.
available. Oh, we picked Vladimir. Sure.
Of course. Yeah.
Hopefully that's fine if it's mid lane. I mean, it's also not fine because Nefiri Vlad sounds like the worst 2v2 I think I could possibly take.
I feel like to get a worse 2v2, you have to start picking champions that shouldn't be in the lanes. Like,
Yeah.
It's like, yes, we have
Yeah,
like Azir with no soldiers.
Yeah. Gragas.
Gragas. The Gragas. Huh.
Okay.
That is a tank. I don't like it as
I was
a
about to
tank,
say,
but
he's
it is a
bad
tank.
It's
In the
Malzahar.
sense that is a
Alright.
champion that doesn't do damage. Okay, excellent. Well,
Yeah, okay. These are two comps again. I feel like last week we were like, oh, I like both these drafts like in game one for a lot of it, right? But we preferred the Mingos draft to like pressing R, and they won because of it. So we're 100% on this series, just to remind everyone. But Queenie's Revenge definitely have an interesting comp. Their entire team is again loaded onto their ADC. Basically, he's back. Last week they had that with the Aphelios, and they have Ivern, and Ornn, Galio to try and protect him, and he died to the R buttons.
yeah,
Have to
it
see
didn't
it.
work.
Have to see if that works into Nefiri, Jinx, Vladimir, and Gragas to knock him around. Because I'm gonna be honest here, I feel like the Mingos team is a whole lot of engage, and there's not a lot of peel. Like, we can't exactly hook Nefiri off of our Smolder because there's dogs to block the Blitzcrank hook.
Yeah.
Also, where do you think, is it Pantheon top lane or is it Sejuani top lane? Because
I feel like we saw a Pantheon top lane at some point,
yeah,
but yeah, I don't know. I feel like either is just kind of like I imagine it's just a matter of who
Yeah.
do you want to lane into Gragas?
Yeah.
Either Gragas or Vladimir. In which case,
yeah, I guess it's like, yeah, I have no idea, because to me it's like you don't want to put Vladimir into Malzahar. That just sounds terrible, because it means Vlad just gets stuff rescale and like sit under his tower and just kill minions, right? Like he just
yeah.
auto does stuff. Like Malz doesn't like really like win you that matchup or anything. He doesn't have kill pressure on Vlad, or his Pantheon maybe does, but like Malzahar into Gragas also sounds terrible. I have no idea. Maybe I'm hoping it's not Pantheon top lane, just because I don't think Pantheon ever kills Gragas either. It just
Yeah.
feels like that kind of thing of like Pantheon wants to kill somebody or he's not useful, and I don't know who he's killing in either of the Gragas Vladimir matchups. So
Yeah,
feel like he
I'd
can
rather have him in
probably-
the jungle to
Yeah.
like enable things around the map.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm hoping we see some sort of like level 1 shenanigans with Blitzcrank to try and burn a flash or something. It's one of the major reasons why you pick that champion. So that's my hope here. But yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards Mingos again. Like, as much as I don't really like their like round 5 pick, I feel like there's a lot of other things they could have taken that would have really rounded out their comp. I feel like they have a comp that makes a lot more sense. They have a lot of threat. Queenie's Revenge is still drafting like 0 damage comps for some ungodly reason in my head, and I don't like their comp. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I would agree. I feel like coming into this, I feel like Smolder is just not gonna have a good time trying to deal with the Vladimir and the Nefiri.
Yeah.
it's like, who do you keep peeling or who do you keep engaging? And in which case, if you have all your teammates back trying to protect Smolder, like, why did you pick these champions? It just feels like a mess. So we're going to go ahead and hop into the spectator delay. When we get back in on the Rift in a few minutes, we'll see which of our teams will prevail. Will it be the Mingos going to a 2-game lead, or will it be Queen's Revenge tying up the series here in the Blue Otter Draft League Emerald playoffs? We'll see you in just a few minutes.
Okay.
Alrighty, everybody, here. Welcome to game 2 of our series between the Mingos and Queen's Revenge. Mingos on the blue side, Queen's Revenge on the red side. I am Becky Rita here in on the Rift with Storm, of course, and we are observing one team. The Mingos have come into this game with a similar composition to what they were planning on last week, and the Queen's Revenge have drafted a composition very similar to what we saw in Game 1, where they did not find success. So it'll be interesting to see. As it turns out, we were talking about we don't want to see the Pantheon in top lane, and don't look now. There
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah.
There were two things we didn't want to see: Malzahar into Vladimir, and
Yeah.
Pantheon in top lane. And observe the rift.
Yeah, it's not the greatest, but who knows? We have also, for some reason, as TJ Lanier, who has decided to turn on streamer mode. He doesn't want to get sniped in this series, so it's very important that no one knows that he is Kragus.
True.
But anyway, he for some reason trolled and bought a mana crystal to start this lane instead of any sort of resistances. So that's pretty good.
That
Definitely-
that should
felt-
be like.
Yeah.
How did
punishable.
we get here?
Yeah.
Like, I have to know what the actual item was. Like, it has to be tier, right?
Yeah, if you were gonna do this, why not buy a tier? Is kind of my thought. Yes, or it's like buy a Doran's item, like, you know.
They're pretty good. I hear.
Yeah, they're worth a fair amount of money or something. It's crazy. Also, you know the kid is our Blitzcrank. Looks like he is peak useful Blitzcrank, aka he's sitting there waiting for his jungler to path down towards him. You can see both junglers are pathing towards this bot side here. So we'll have to see. Naysayer is getting pushed in currently. You know, we can see everybody kind of going down towards them and stuff. So we'll have to see if anybody is able to get any sort of gank off here, or if Queenie's just going to be like not able to get anything. If there's a scuttle fight, because Macro Beast and Johnny Fortnite hashtag crank it. What a name! I still love him for that. It's peak.
Yes.
Do you have the
we're
push
cranking.
right now?
Yeah,
But,
I want to say I'm a little like I know Smolder is
Oh,
not
he's
the
dead.
okay.
Nice.
I
I was really gonna kind of be like, I really don't want to say anything, but as long as he doesn't walk up for a minion, he's okay. And then he did, and he died for it. Thank you, Arnarchal Demon, for punishing this guy. He bought boots. Jesus Christ, someone
There's
shoot
no
him.
no, buddy. What are you doing? All right, we got to fight here in the river right now. So Juani taking quite a bit of damage. We'll get tagged the stun onto the Neferi. Going for the jump.
Oh.
We'll flash here. Lulu will take a little bit of damage. Flash coming in from the Vladimir. They're just trying to close the gap
Ghost
here. A
as
little bit of
well?
damage, but the dash is going to go through. And that's a lot of sums burned in exchange for this one flash. Paradoxical Flash, Zulfur Flash Ghost. Queenie did also have to flash, but that is not really worthwhile, especially because Vladimir has had to give up mid lane.
Yeah, and not having Flash Ghost as that champion means like you're not doing anything for the foreseeable future. Like, that's so bad to me, to be honest with you. But we'll have to see what ends up happening, if there's any sort of punishment for that. I mean, Queenie as well doesn't have their flash, so maybe they aren't able to make any plays, you know, as well as you're the Sejuani, you don't really have like the greatest like gank targets as well. Like Anarchal Demon's pretty useful to gank for because he's melee, but like you don't really want to gank for Duddy until he's level 6. Unfortunately, if you do start the tether of the Mal's ult and Vlad goes into like his pool, that still will connect. It doesn't like cancel it. He still gets suppressed. So have that going for us. But I don't know if the two of them actually have like the damage to burst Vlad. Like Malzahar Sejuani does not sound like a lot of damage.
No, Vladimir's a little bit of a beefy boy.
Yeah.
He gets HP. It's like his passive or something. But yeah, no, it's gonna be pretty difficult to kill the Vladimir. Vladimir's always gonna be difficult to kill. If anything, they might wait until like if they're able to wait until this Pantheon gets 6, and then Pantheon roams to mid while those sums are still down, and then they go for something altogether. But I don't know if that'll be a really good use of their time, as Lulu will pop some shields on herself, does still have both sums, gonna have to use both there, as the Blitzcrank will get some return fire there. The Ignite gets burned. Sejuani is here to dive, but the Neferi is also around. Stun gonna go out. A little bit of damage going onto that Neferi as the junglers just trade shots into each other, as it looks like Lulu's not going to take her chances. We'll reset here, giving the lane over. Not giving over a kill at the very least. That could have gone a whole lot worse.
Yeah. definitely not the worst. We dissuaded the dive. Lulu's still alive. We got our boots. We got the tier 2 boots to get those summoner spells that we just burned back. I don't know, the Ionian boots of Lucidity, the
Yep.
support boots. Who else remembers that show match? I don't think anyone, Becky, because we're old.
Hey, yep, it's only us. I watched it live.
Yeah, same.
I watched it live.
Yeah.
I watched the Guardsman Bob go crazy on intervening Locket
Udyr. Yeah. Wow.
Winning it for Ionia. My favorite detail about that are they tried to do a show match with like regional champions, and like nowadays we think about that as like, oh, there's some cool options here if it was like Ionia Noxus. But back then there weren't even like 5 champions for either region. So it was on the Noxus team, one of the champions that got drafted to be a potential Noxus champion was Rammus. And I just think that's so funny.
You remember a lot more details of this than I do. All I remember is really Guardsman Bob popping off as the Udyr and like dancing in the enemy team's face. But oh my god!
Ooh, wow! The Gragas actually had some movement there, getting quite a bit of damage, forcing the flash. But is low on mana here. I don't know how this happened when we have the mana crystal.
Yeah.
Do you think there are any items that give you mana regen and perhaps HP and anyways, Crank is going to be looking to try and get a punch here. Will not get it. Hook is up. What will go wide? Smolder calls for Mom. Sejuani is around on the top side. We're going to see a gank come out here. Pantheon using the shield to block a lot of that Nefiri damage, but will still drop on the bot side. Jinx and Lulu are able to just walk out of there. Once they see Sejuani, they don't want to go any further. Sejuani not going to go for a dive, instead heading towards mid. Maybe going for counter jungling. That red is up, so might be able to get something out of this if Sejuani decides to take a risk.
Yeah, I mean, should have some time with the Void Grubbin being up. That's kind of information of after a successful Tomp Kick. Probably going to be sticking around to do those, so Queenie should have time to do that. I feel like they're wasting like a little bit of time here. I'm really hoping this is not a Hearthsteel game as well from Queenie. They're building the items that go towards it, but this also is the way to build whatever that regen item is that like you get the thing with like you get low. Oh my god.
The shield. It's like the goblin belt or whatever. It has a weird name. It's one of the newer items. We're both old League of Legends players. I don't know any of the new item names. It's just, it doesn't help I haven't played that much this season. So stuff like that is like, I don't know. I built it yesterday when I was playing support. In any case, looking at some of these gold differences, this Gragas is really struggling up here, but that's not necessarily surprising. You pick the Pantheon to win top lane, as is written in the ancient scriptures. Pantheon wins early, and he is going to continue winning. If I'm TJ, I'm probably just not even going to stand around here. We saw what happened last time, and Pantheon does have ulti, so hopefully we see that recall come through. The Cyclo Sword has been finished for Paradoxical here, so first big item is going to be in the pocket of the Nefiri here, which is going to be a little interesting. I wonder if what we can do with that to convert it into further advantage.
Okay, just kill him now. You have flash. Oh, you don't have flash. Okay, whatever. I feel like this is insane that TJ is trying to stick around here. Oh, the suck.
Oh, suppression's going to go in. We got the crank. He's going for the punch. It goes through. Ooh. But the pool went through first. And unfortunately, Sejuani was not there fast enough. So Vlad does have to burn both sums, but does get out.
Yeah. Was worth mentioning, the 3 Grubbins did go over for that cost of, I believe that was the red buff. We're looking for a dive down here in the bot lane.
Oh, Nefiri is going to be going for the dive right now, but will get absolutely obliterated there by the Smolder. Barriers going up. Nothing you can do about that. That was ill-advised by Paradoxical.
Yeah, we did just commit a Nefiri ult into someone when we didn't know where Blitzcrank was. Like, that's crazy to me. But both these 2 are so low down here. You know the kid now has no mana because he's used his Q 3 times, and we got a DC.
God, the die didn't work. What happened,
Yeah.
guys?
Also, isn't Cyclosword only, like, good after you, like, dash? Isn't that how this item works?
This is where I get to pull up the LOL wiki.
Yeah, exactly. I was going, like, I don't know if this champion actually builds this item.
Yeah, Voltaic Cyclo Sword. The answer. Wait, why did we build this? Wait, why did we build this? It's yeah, it's an energized item.
Yeah, it gives you bonus lethality when it's energized. It's really good. It's like the item that you build. I just didn't know. I remember last season, of course, which is for sure ancient new technology, but this is like the item that like it gave you stuff whenever you like dashed. It gave you bonus lethality. They've changed that, and now I understand why everyone builds it now, because now it doesn't have some niche ass thing. But we'll just send it here. I don't know. We'll talk for a couple minutes, maybe. Maybe we'll send it to a break.
Protoplasm.
Yeah, protoplasm harness.
Protoplasm harness, which is a good item. The lifeline is very nice.
Good item. But I did see a second giant spelt in that inventory, so we're building our steel. I hate to break it to you.
But
yeah, we'll proc it on so many people.
But what if instead we're building Warmogs first? Because those items also built into Warmogs.
It does. That's why Mundo does it.
Mamma mia.
No other reason.
That's a choice.
Yeah, I remember when he used to rush Warmogs on Sejuani Jungle back in the ancient times.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting so far to this game. Already kind of seeing like the way of like we have figured out that we just need to dive Smolder and make him unable to play the game. Seems to be kind of the way that this game is going. Hopefully Pantheon for Anarchal Demon here in the top lane is able to do something to this Gragas and continue to snowball. We got that 1 kill early, which was nice to see. But haven't done anything else. This Sejuani pick also has not really looked very good so far, I think it's fair to say, but you are a scaling tank, right? So there's kind of that thing of your usefulness is for team fights. The early game ganks, I don't really care about if you're playing Sejuani. I couldn't care less. If this was a Jarvan, I would be a little bit more like skeptic about it and be like, why aren't you playing this champion? But yeah, I don't know if we have a real ETA here. Nothing really being said to us. So I don't know if I have anything else I really want to talk about here. Are you good to just take it to a break here, Becky? I think for a couple minutes while we wait.
Yeah, we can throw it to a break, and hopefully we'll be back in not too much longer. So we'll see you in however long it takes to get back in. Stick around for that. Just kidding. We're going right back into the game. I'm a liar.
Yeah,
this is great.
Great news.
I'm okay with this. I didn't really want to go to a break. I don't need this. Anyways, Gragas is gonna die. He's killing himself. This is awesome. Wait, we fought this guy and he has a Divine Sunderer? Are you sure?
Guy? Yeah, almost.
Oh, sorry, wrong item. Sundered Sky.
Yeah, basically new age.
Yeah, we fought this guy and he has a Sundered Sky and Ignite and. Why did we do that?
It's just a top laner thing. You just gotta limit test. You just have to.
Also, tank items aren't real. We're just gonna say that now.
Hurt you.
They can't hurt you. Anyways, Neferi taking a lot of damage here. That's gonna be the dragon going over to Queen's Revenge, almost guaranteed. But the Mingos actually did get that first strike, so. That is pretty nice to see. They did get the first strike. They got the round of grubbins there. So while they do lose this Infernal,
that was close on that Jinx ult.
That was actually
pretty well timed by Macro Beast there.
Yeah. Good attempt. You got to commend the attempt there.
Jinx ult. Ew.
Yep. Chemtech Soul gonna be a little sad, of course. But, you know, if nothing else, this will kind of... It makes the Drakes not super impactful as Crank looking for some fancy footwork there, but not able to quite land the hook on it to Macro Beast.
Well, there's exactly one champion who wants this soul, and it's Vladimir.
Yes.
Yeah.
And to be fair, he would love it
Yeah.
tremendously. And it's
Yeah.
not like Lulu would hate it, you know, at the shield building. As we do have the Pantheon going to be engaged here, pushed back slightly by the cask, as we're going to see some blue going out, a little bit more damage. Pantheon should drop, unless I've lagged out. It looks like I lagged out.
You did lag out. Are you back?
Okay.
13:35? Queenie?
Yes, I'm back.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Lulu is fine. Lulu's fine.
Yeah, Johnny Fortnite did not dodge a Sejuani out there at all, for sure. He definitely tanked that for his ADC, so that his ADC could live. What happened was just there was an elevation change, you see. That it was something like that from the river, and that's why our ADC died, and our Lulu didn't tank the Sejuani ult that does like 100 damage. Yeah. We got first items pretty much completed across the board now for everyone. Oh, goodbye, Mr. Top Laner. Why did you...
Yep, and yeah, why we could just walk back to the turret.
Yeah. Or not push that one wave randomly that did nothing for us because we already had our item in base. Yeah, it's imperative that we get Chovy belt as Gragas as well. Why not? Why not?
So, TJ Lanier, you wonder why TJ Lanier turned names off here. It doesn't want to be identified in this one. It's a little interesting as Lulu gonna get hooked, take a ton of damage there. We did see a flash blown in response as now Neferi will be the target. Crank looking to try and get close for something, but will not quite get there. Naysayer very low on the Smudler. Did burn the exhaust there. Does have the flash. Macro Beast also still holding onto that flash. Johnny Fortnite had to burn it, which is not good for the Lulu, as Malzahar is going to take quite a bit of damage. Duddy Brains finally getting chunked out. Whoa, exploded by the Vladimir.
I was about to say, that guy can't stay there. Vlad's going to kill him. And now I'm really worried because Vladimir is almost at like 10 CS a minute. We have 146 farm at 15.5 minutes into the game. I don't care that Duddy Brains also has that much CS. He's Malzahar. What does it matter if he has that much CS? That's not going to make him press R harder on people. But Vladimir having all this damage is definitely going to like do something with it, this gold. So I'm really worried for the sides of Queenie's Revenge that they're going to get 1v9, basically. This is going to be like the Elite 500 Vlad game of like, oh, teehee, I've hit like 35 minutes into the game and you have an ADC that is your entire team. That would be a shame if he dies before doing anything the rest of the game.
Yeah, it's the Vladimir special to kind of just blow up these kinds of squishies, and you know, it's gonna really come down to it. Maybe I was gonna say maybe the Pantheon will do damage, but you know, he's on a timer, so it's gonna be a little close here. I'm actually curious. We could get a stack check on the Smolder. I want to know where we're at. 136 is what I saw. That is not
pretty bad.
No, I was gonna say that's not bad. No, it's not good.
Yeah,
we've seen worse, is the only thing I can say. But it is pretty bad for the Smolder, especially considering that it really feels like the Crank and Smolder should be doing quite a bit more in this lane to be a bit aggressive. That we just aren't seeing.
I also swear to God that Black Cleaver is bad on this champion, and people are just building it because it's in a recommended item tab or something. There's no way this item is still good on this champion after they fixed its interaction with Deathfire Touch, and people are just stuck in the past or something. I don't know why we're building at this game. Are we really worried about the damage from Pantheon?
We are worried about Gragas taking quite a bit of damage here as Lulu will pop the Wild Growth, keeping alive a little bit longer, but now in the front, and then Neferi will have to pop the Call of the Wild. to try and survive here. Vladimir going to get caught by the Nether Grasp, but will not care much about it as he's got a lot of healing and he's staying alive right here on the bot side of this fight. Neferi will get chunked out, taken down by the Smolder, but that is going to be a 2 for 3 going in favor of the Mingos as our kill score this game. It's currently 6-7 with the Mingos down a kill, but still looking pretty good for themselves. Gold is relatively even, but I'm thinking they can't get the Drake now, but they can definitely fight for it.
Yeah, I mean, they got the first...
Neferi's on.
Yeah, they got the first tower there as well, which is pretty big for themselves. They got this extra plate. Gonna get some second items, I think, coming in pretty soon here. We see the double needless back picked up there for Zulfer.
Oh, no.
That is probably some alarm bells might want to be ringing. I feel like we're just giving this dragon up because the rest of our team isn't here. Right, Paradoxical? We're not killing ourselves for a Chemtech Drake that means absolutely nothing. Thank you.
Singular Chemtech Drake?
Yeah. Maybe we just go farm our jungle. Yeah.
Farm their jungle.
Yeah, or die to a Blitzcrank hook or something. That's also an option. Oh, we're fighting for this. Okay,
wait, we're
Gragas.
fighting. We've got a flank here. Gragas gonna TP. TJ Lanier is trying to fish for something. We actually took that Drake. Paradoxical.
Thank you for leash.
Just goes in as the rest of Queen's Revenge are like, we gotta get the Gragas, and then nobody did it. And now Jinx is gonna dodge out on the everything is going sideways here. Jinx is gonna stay alive, but that stun's gonna land on her. She's gonna get popped here almost certainly. And that will be the first kill to drop. Vladimir has arrived to the fight, tagging a lot with his ulti here. It's gonna be huge damage going in. That's a blast away from the cask as TJ Lanier and the Vladimir pick up so much powerful money here. So much damage as an ace for 1 going in favor of the Mingos.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking in my head, I was like, wow, Macro Beast is playing so far aggressively. He is like frontline Jinx. I can't believe he hasn't gotten punished for this. And then they're going to go Demon Flash W them, and I was like, oh good, he is getting punished for this. But yeah, I don't think Queenie's Revenge is going to win this game based on this. They are getting absolutely blasted, and they're playing against a comp that outscales them. Shirelia's Battle Song also was picked, or Shirelia's Revelry, I think that's what it is. It's not the item that I was fearing it was, that ruined a Worlds patch, and I won't say anything more about it. Was actually a good pickup there from Lulu at support, #crankit, thank you Johnny Fortnite. But Zulfer is just set up to win this game. This guy's going to back, and he's going to buy a Death Cap, and he's going to buy something else, and then he's just going to 3-shot base air on repeat for the rest of this game. And I'm going to laugh about it.
Yeah, and we saw just the damage there onto not just the squishies, but also that front line. The Vladimir ulti absolutely nuked those frontliners as well because they just don't have a lot of resistances yet. You can look at Queenie here. Queenie's on all armor as we do have the Neferi getting targeted. The stun will get charged, but not able to get procced. But as I was kind of saying there, Queenie's only got armor right now. Anarchal Demon's got nothing in terms of resistances. And Crank has Aegis, but that's about it. So these tanks, these frontliners don't have any resistances yet that are actually meaningful, and that's just going to give Zulfer the ability to start absolutely blasting in any of these fights. And I think maybe just kind of an overcorrection to being worried about the Neferi and the Jinx. I guess I don't necessarily know exactly what Queenie is planning with the build here. In terms of where are we going with this Kindle Gem and Chain Vest?
Unending Despair would be like the item that immediately comes to my mind. That's like the recommended build path as well, I believe, on Sedge is like Heartsteel into Unending Despair, I believe, is like the win rate build if you're like looking at the stat websites. I think Knight's Vow is like super worth it, and that would be something I would be buying.
Yes.
Especially considering we have a Smolder that is basically our entire team's damage, and to try and make him like survive more and stuff, that's what I would go towards, but we'll have to see. Zulfer is just so far ahead.
Okay, we have a very ambitious maneuver here. Zulfer is not in this fight. Paradoxical and TJ Lanier will both get dropped. They tried to 2v5 And I feel like they knew all these gamers were here. They just decided to go in and die for no reason, and that's going to open up a window for Queen's Revenge to start up the Baron. It's kind of a little dicey. Vladimir doesn't have the TP, though, so
Yeah.
they're not really worried about Zulfer actually showing up. They're kind of just worried about Macro Beast and Lulu, and I feel like, you know, Johnny Fortnite may be able to crank it. Oh, okay, never mind. We aren't
Macro
going to
Beast
be
doing?
worried about Lulu at all. We aren't going to be worried about Macro Beast who decided to die. Okay, cool. So we lose Baron. That is not good.
Yeah, hashtag Ixtal division. Let's go, guys. Macro out the wazoo coming out from our heroes in that division, as we saw from that third place match. What was it, 4 weeks ago? Some great individual play, I think it's fair to say, coming up from the Mingos here, but their macro still looks god awful. It's terrible. We were criticizing it, I'm pretty sure, last week in their game one as well. But we'll have to see. Hopefully they can get across the finish line here. There's like big pickups, finished from that. We have anti-heal now for Vladimir, so now he can't just like heal the full. We got Spear of Shojin now as Smolder, an item that actually does damage, which I'm a big fan of. Pantheon is about to kill Gragas.
And we're going to let him get close enough to do it?
We missed an empowered Q, but we're still dead, I think, to this.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no.
Nope.
Gragas passive is the best passive in the game.
Yeah.
Happy hour incoming. Anyways, this is a Drake. This one, I feel like, is just going to go over. Nothing they can do about it. So, Baroned up, Queen's Revenge should be able to start making something happen. That's going to actually be their first turret of the game. They haven't been able to actually crack any of these structures. So with this Baron, they've got a lot to do. They're currently going with the 4-man in mid, and
yeah. What are you complaining about, dude? They got Baron power play. They're gonna get this tower for sure. We didn't just tank the tower when it had 90% resistances there.
What? Is there something else we could have done there? I feel like there was.
Yeah.
So that, I was hoping to give like a real answer, I was hoping to see, like, we have so many of these structures up, you can just go for like a 1-3-1. I feel like your members are tanky enough, they aren't really concerned.
TJ Lanier killed himself because he's counter jungling the team that has a Baron power play. Never mind, he's Gragas. He gets out. Most mobile champion in the game. Right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to. My bad.
He's a very mobile fat man. No, it's good. It's good. I feel like they could have gone for some kind of like 1-3-1 or just kept the Pantheon on the side lane. I don't know why Pantheon decided to recall after getting one turret. It's like, yep, my job's done, and then just disappeared. He's gonna disappear here too. Is that is gonna be Zulfer picking up that one. It's gonna be Ghost popped though. We see the crank in the jungle there, but he's gonna be cranking alone as there is nobody to be found with Zulfer out of dodge. 5-0-5 on the Vladimir here. 700 gold on this gamer. Storm Surge now finished. We have a Magi's as well. This Vladimir is going to become Thanos.
Yeah, there's only 14 stacks on that. That's one. I believe that's one stack away from getting the Glory movement speed passive.
I thought it was 10 to get.
Is it 10? Okay, I could be wrong. I was about to say.
I will double check.
But yeah, this guy is. As much as I want to be like, wow, Macro Beast is going to do so much, he's going to get excited because Zulfer is going to kill people, and then he's going to be able to start popping off. But, like, I really just want TJ Lanier to just build items that give him resistances. Like, I couldn't... Oh, Pantheon just face check the bush, that had 2 people in it.
Pantheon's going to face check a bush with 2 people in it. He's going to try and get out with the flash, but no shenanigans being found there. And now that the Baron is gone, we did secure our second turret of the game, as we managed to get that mid outer turret. Bot outer turret is that just still at full HP, by the way? Is that a 5 there on that turret? Could we get a look at the bot adder turret? Okay, it's
No.
almost dead. All right. I
It's
thought
at
it
one.
had a 5 there. I was gonna lose my mind, but yeah, we can sneeze on that and
Yeah.
take it out at some point. I don't know why we haven't yet, but
Speaking of
we'll get
sneezing,
there.
Smolder is stacked. We're at 237. We got there. It only took us 27 minutes.
Yeah, it's actually 280,
Oh.
277. What was that
my
number?
bad.
As Gragas will be hooked here. It's going to be the target. Looking like he's kind of just going to give up on this one. Trying to throw out the slows, but the Smolder will take him out. Naysayer will get that. But that's 3 on top. That's opening up a window to potentially try and crack this mid, but just don't have the damage. Don't feel safe enough to do so, despite the fact that there is no real pressure. Pantheon alone, I guess, is scary enough as we have our next Drake. Both big objectives coming up in about a minute here. One on the Baron, one on this Chemtech Drake. It is not Soul, so I feel like the Baron is going to be the bigger fish to look for.
Yeah, it's the bigger prize. Queenie is still building completely armor. I think that is interesting. I mean, it is noteworthy that the Sejuani passive, the Permafrost, I believe, the Fury of the North story, that gives you like a whole bunch of armor and MR until it gets procced, until you know get slowed or something like that, or the damage that makes it fall off. So we do have the resistances that way. But yeah, it's just Zulfer is the show, right? This guy's level 17.
Yeah, he cannot get hooked and die.
Yeah,
he cannot get hooked and die. No. Crank
Okay,
has
good.
decided
oh,
not
here's TJ again on the random flank opportunity.
Yeah, TJ Superhero is going to try and get onto the Smolder. Will not land anything here, but actually doing a little bit of damage as the Smolder decides to flash, dodging nothing, as Gragas also flashes, dodging nothing. And both of these gamers will be just waving goodbye to each other, as it looks like the Drake will be the target here. And Neferi will pick that one up. Gragas over the wall, still thinking about potentially fishing for something, but they're going to take that objective now that they opened up that window and just start setting up for the Baron.
Yeah, they can start moving all of their vision over, and it's just like, I don't know how Queen's Revenge really enters this, unless like they're just like fishing for Blitzcrank hooks and stuff, but like, as long as they had someone to tank this, yeah, and as long as you have Vlad and Gragas just kind of being bouncers, it just feels like so much threat. There's the engage, though.
Oh, yes. That's going to be the engage. Going to start this one out as that's going to be return fire. Zulfer's going to drop there from that CC chain. The Baron will be taken out. Gragas going to give over his life to just get the rest of the team out of there. Did not want to risk it, as that is going to be 3 Baroned up members. So they do get the Baron, but they lose quite a bit for it. Importantly, that was a pretty big shutdown on to the Vladimir, dropping that 700 onto the floor and getting those Magi stacks reset as well. Lulu on their lonesome, just walking up to potentially get crank hooked, but will not get tagged, and yeah, just trying to do what they can here. They have the Baroned up minions, so the push will be a little less effective than it would be otherwise. But that is not great for Queens. Not great for either team. It feels like both teams are kind of lost that one. Even with the Baron, that is still going to be giving over some time to Queen's Revenge, but I feel like time at this point is not something we're really looking at for either team.
Yeah, it's just weird, right? Because it's like, sure, Smolder can do this, but he also can't really, right? But oh, excuse me. Anyway, because it's just if Duddy Brains can ult Vlad, right? We have seen the QSS has been picked up by Macro Beast. So now this frontline Jinx has a cleanse option available to them because there isn't any coming out from Johnny Fortnite. Elected not to go for Mikhail's into this team or anything like that. Instead, bought an Ardent Center. Dear God supports, please stop building this worthless item. Anyway, we're just sieging mid tower here. Our Narco Demon is clearing this bot wave. There's a hook.
Yeah, it's going to be a hook. It'll be taken down there. We burn Nether Grasp. onto the Gragas there, as Vladimir is going to be taking quite a bit of damage, but starting to heal up a little bit here. First kill going to drop onto Paradoxical now, going to be 1 for 1. Vladimir just trying to live on a knife's edge right now. TJ Lanier drop, that's the big frontliner for the Mingos, as they're going to be sent to the, running to the hills, as even with the Baroned up minions, they don't want to risk this one. Vladimir gonna ghost. Going ghost right there, as you know the kid. Fishing for another hook, will not connect. And it looks like the Mingos are just gonna have to reset once again and look for another opportunity. Don't know when that will be, as the next objective's in 90 seconds.
Yeah, that's their Soul Drake if they're able to claim it. Again, this isn't something they necessarily need that much. Full Zonia is now finished here for Zulfur, so they can look to play with that now. But they're full build now, right? This is 6-item Vlad. There is notably a Knight's Vow finish for Smolder from Queenie, so we do have that little bit of like healing and damage reduction available for us. We also have the Endless Hunger for all that Omni-Vamp to try and keep us healthy and things like that. Duddy Brains, I feel like, has done like a decent job of like actually killing the people that we're hooking in and stuff like that. We're chaining the Nethergrass well, but we aren't using it on the people I really want. Like TJ Lanier's 1 and 8. Like I don't know if this guy's worth like ulting. Is this dead for Man Oracle?
It might. Okay.
Flash.
All right.
Okay.
We'll have to burn the flash there, but that is quite a bit of damage as Vladimir gonna step up aggressively. We'll get hooked into a full CC chain. He is going to be able to get the pool into the Zanyas. That's a lot of survivability as the healing goes out. Vladimir will still drop, but that is a lot of damage on the way out.
Jinx.
As Neferi's going to flash in, the Smolder's going to try and kite back.
Gragas
getting a huge body slam, but there's no follow-up as Jinx is just on the side. Going to get hooked there by Naysayer. Well, by the crank into Naysayer, who picks up a doubler there. And that was a very split fight that ends in all of these damage dealers and wave clear getting dropped, and Queen's Revenge finding a window of opportunity.
Yeah, this is huge for them. I think they're going to try and end, right? Like, they at least push for an inhib here. This is, like, easy. If Neferi steps up, you just W her as Anarchical Demon. Also, I don't know if I'm crazy, but did this guy take, like, the augment to seal his ult? Like, I have not seen a Pantheon ult this game. Have you? Like, actually, are we back to basics Pantheon or something? Because, like, I actually have not seen us press Grand Starfall once.
I think we saw it, like...
Oh, he got the kill top lane. That's right. We got the one kill top lane.
We saw it in lane.
Yeah, that's fair.
Otherwise, yeah, it feels like we're just not using this button. But I feel like, honestly, like, what are you using the button to do if you're Pantheon here? Because it looks like both these teams are already itching for a fight, as TJ Lanier is going to engage on their own with no backup. Vladimir's going to have to try and close the gap as much as possible, but just in so late here, or rather TJ too early, getting chunked out. Has no TP here as Neferi is getting chunked. All the CC is connecting. We're just getting so much done here. This is going to be another Drake. It's going to be third Drake going over to Queen's Revenge. At least we can just give this one up. Might as well try and get something else around the map here. Neferi, don't do it. Don't do it. All right. No, we're going to get nothing. We're going to accomplish nothing as this Drake will drop both teams on Soul Point. Baron is coming up. That could be the decider of this game.
Yeah, it feels like definitely the place where it's got to be decided at this game. I mean, 6-item Vlad should be able to do it. We do have a useless item as this 2-stack Magi sitting in our inventory, I guess. We are still looking in wait here. Look at this damage on the Blitz. Just that E damage right now. Oh my god, we almost walked into the hook.
Oh no, Vladimir's gonna get full lockdown again, man. It's just so much CC out on his lonesome, and yeah. It just feels really rough. You can't do that. You can't. You're the guy.
Yeah,
you're the guy.
This is like 3 fights in a row now that TJ or Zulfur have just been like completely isolated from the rest of their team and walk into like 4 people by themselves. Surely this Gragas flank of Doom will work this time.
Yeah, this is the one.
Oh my god, he's gonna kill him.
Smolder is going to get tagged by Slows here. This is a very split start to this fight. Malzahar, no ulti, will get dropped first. The mom goes wide. Smolder landing nothing here in this fight as Jinx is going to be able to free fire here. She's getting her resets. There goes one, there goes two. She's getting excited, and this one going to be the third to drop.
We didn't push forward? What?
We aren't going to push forward, everyone. We are actually going to back out, say, that's just a warning shot, buddy. I don't want to see you around these parts again. As we reset.
I'm sorry, but my double excited Jinx with a Lulu support behind them was like, oh no, I can't chase this Sejuani. I'm worried about the Sejuani Smolder combo killing me somehow. Alright, now we're going to start Baron randomly when we don't have Smite and the enemy team's jungler is alive. Surely this go wrong.
Yeah, nothing bad could happen here. It can only good happen. Malzahar is TP, by the way. I just want to let you know, Malzahar is TP, and here comes Mom. Mom's going to get called, and Lulu will get annoyed here. Vladimir, go. Vladimir, get out. Stop. Stop it. Vladimir. All right.
Yeah. Okay. While we have this brief second, can I get my heat in on Ardent Center? Can we see the damage that this Ardent Center has done from our Lulu?
Yeah, can we get the Ardent Center?
426. Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad we wasted an item slot on this.
That's a great item.
Yeah.
That's
that was Mikhail's, and it had 2 successful cleanses. Okay. Anyway, as long as TJ builds an item that has HP in it, oh my god, we're going.
Huge body slam onto the Smolder, who will have to...
Vladimir's here now, finally, and we got immediately Art.
Narco Demon is going to try and stay alive here. Vladimir going to be able to get into the pool, getting a ton of healing out from the Zanyas. Going to be in eventually. That is so much damage, spacing all of that immunity there. Smolder still alive, though. We'll get one on the return fire there. A doubler dropping into that Vladimir is Lulu and Jinx. It's a bot lane brawl here, and that is one that neither of them really feel comfortable going for. Jinx fishing for something, but I think Smolder's making the right choice here, just pushing this wave in. Bot wave looking pretty juicy as well as that's crashing in. I wonder if they might just look for that. No, it looks like we're just going to play it safe. Or are we safe?
Oh my god, this hook's going to help.
Crank's going to hook Lulu. Lulu will get blasted away, and now Crank's over the wall. Jinx is going to try and fight that one out. But the absolute gamer maneuver from Crank. You know the kid picking up that one with Naysayer. That is an ace going over to Queen's Revenge.
Yeah, and they're just going to run straight for this Baron buff now. The whole team is respawned and they're ready. I mean, TJ still has TP, but he doesn't have Flash. That was a really smart pickup there from Smolder. Oh, no, instead we're going to Dragon. That is up in 20 seconds, so I guess we can look for that to secure Soul for ourselves. Maybe we're able to get that after. Do see that Paradoxical has started this towards the top side and has just revealed that we have started this.
Yeah, this is the cheese, everyone. If you don't know this, Nefiri can just, like, cheese this shit. She can just take this Baron on her own whenever she feels like. It's very funny. So they may give over the Dragon Soul for this. It is just the Hextech Soul, but it is still a soul given over. So the Mingos, they've got a timer here on this Baron, but they give over the soul to find it. Will they make something happen with this Baron? We haven't seen it yet, but this could be the one.
Yeah, it's just the case of there's no front line available for this Mingos team, right? There's enough CC, and Naysayer is able to do enough damage. He is safe enough somehow. Mostly because Paradoxical and TJ have not been on the same page of when they are diving. Basically, it looks like people just trying on their own. I don't know what we're doing, why we aren't grouping or anything with this Baron, but nothing really happening with this for Mingos, because this is the power play for them, right? This is the next 2 minutes of this. they need to utilize this to get something done. Because they gave Soul over for this. You know, it was a
Yes.
trade or whatever, but they are stronger currently for the next 2 minutes. It might not feel like it, but this is the strongest they're going to be. It's 5 minutes till Elder, so like there's going to be 3 minutes where the enemy team's going to be decidedly stronger than you. As far as Queenie's Revenge needs to be, they don't need to really leave their base. They can just kind of do whatever. They can chill. I am really worried that there's not going to be any sort of push here for the Mingos. Their macro hasn't really been strong enough. They aren't setting up like waves hitting at the same time either towards bot lane. You can see now it's just Zulfer out on his lonesome as this Swain just looking for like damage on this bot tower, but like his team isn't really grouping in mid to like utilize this pressure either, and Malzahar is just able to wave clear this endlessly.
We have an engage right here. Lulu going to be the first target. We'll have to flash out of that one. Nefiri going to get stunned up, but ooh, going to go sideways on that.
Here comes
Frozen
Zulfer. He's
tomb.
looking.
Yeah, Zulfer's going to be looking for something. Will try and find an angle as Nefiri gets hooked in. Mom's going to get called, but not going to land in onto anyone. Zulfer's in the front. Silenced, but will chunk out. The
Okay, Jinx is excited. We flash forward.
As we have
Jinx.
the flash forward. Jinx is going to get 2. She's going to get 3 here, almost certainly. And that will be the game. They found the window. They actually did it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm so happy for them. It just took them like 12 tries more than they needed. As long as Smolder doesn't tend to kill us here randomly.
Yeah,
Haha,
Smolder
funny.
surely will not tend to kill us if we're just going to auto-attack the Nexus. Never mind. We're going to leave that to the peasants. Jinx fishing for something as Macro Beast, the superhero of Plat Worlds, will let his team finish this one. And that will be 2 for the Mingos here. A heartbreaking finisher for Queen's Revenge.
They were so close. They played that really well. I want to shout out Duddy Brains. Like, even though that guy was 279 and did 21k damage in like a 40-minute game or whatever, he did his job. He pressed Q on, like, he got the silence and the ult on the Zulfer's Vladimir, like, every single team fight, and made that guy not, like, literally pentakill them. So, huge shout out to you, Duddy Brains. I think you did pretty well. I mean, of course, we need to talk about Naysayer going 13, 1, and 10. The guy died once. Really good job from them as well from the side of Queen's Revenge, but it just felt like it was inevitable. It was just Zulfer's Vladimir was just like, he's gonna win eventually. Right?
Eventually.
Yeah. So I think
And
he's the MVP to me anyway.
yeah, this is kind of a tough call because I feel like there was, like we saw with game 1, it feels like are a lot of players who made a ton of mistakes, even though
Oh,
they
yeah.
were very effective.
Yeah.
But I do think it is gonna have to be Zulfer here in terms of like getting the game going. I will say, nah, I was gonna try and find a way to compliment Johnny Fortnite, but man, Mikhail's would have been very nice to
Yeah.
have, I
Yeah, that
think.
would have been pretty useful on our team.
But
Whatever. Good
but
job
no,
only dying once, 20 KD8. That's pretty pog.
yeah, that is pretty pog. That's pretty gamer. But in any case, we're gonna quickly go ahead and reset here as we get ready for game 3 of our series. Mingos up 2. Will we get the reverse sweep in from Queen's Revenge, or will the Mingos close this one out in the 3-0 2-week sweep? We'll see you in a couple minutes when we're in on the draft. All right, welcome back. We are here in on the draft, hot dropping in as they started that draft up real right and quick. Syndra is going to be our B1. It is Queenies on the blue side, Mingos on the red side this game. And it looks like the Mingos are just picking champions in this one as we have the Bard Echo classic R1, R2. I mean, this is book. Like, you expect to see this in every
Okay.
draft.
I'm
Both are
going to
left.
defend them here. I think Bard is legitimately like is like a round one like blind pickable support. He doesn't have that many bad matchups. Like the only one that's like truly catastrophic for him is like Blitzcrank, and that's gone because that was played fearlessly last game. Echo is also really good into Syndra, like specifically as like a lane matchup counter. So there's that as well. He's not just a jungler, despite seeing him there like 90% of the time. I think he's like a good answer into the Syndra. So we have that. We have also taken our second solo laner. Oh my, what is happening? Syndra Urgot Pike.
Well,
That's a first 3 champions to walk in.
yeah, Queen's Revenge have decided to try something new. Try something a little different.
We've drafted damage outside of our ADC role. We have taken the thing of we have 0 damage on our team to we are taking only damage. That's good. Shen, I think, into Urgot is really, really good for Shen as well, because Urgot generally cannot dodge your Q. He's too slow and too much of a big chungus. Your W also negates his W completely. You can also ult to save people. I don't know. I feel like it's pretty good.
It seems fine. If that is going to end up being the Shen top. I don't want to like speak into existence the crazy things, but we could also see some potential shenanigans with like I don't feel like Urgot
Shen
80 carry is real.
No,
But
it's
Syndra
not.
could be.
That's also true.
I don't know if I really am looking forward to a Syndra 80 carry personally. But it could be a decent angle if they want to pick up something a little bit more frontline oriented, because they do still need to pick up their jungle for Queen's Revenge, and I think Queenie, other than playing all the mages, plays quite a bit of tank. So wouldn't be surprised to see Queen's Revenge going for one of those tanks, especially because a lot of those other picks are kind of just taken off the table. The Zyra will actually remain up for Queen's Revenge, but I wonder if that is bait.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you could take it here, but I don't know. I feel like it's just so weird to me that we took like Shen as like our answer. Like it doesn't really do anything into Pike. I mean, I guess it's good into Syndra, and the lane matchup itself is fine. But anyway, Queenie's Revenge, or like the Mingos just need like an 80 carry who's like fairly safe, right? Like this is like where I want to see like an Ezreal or a Tristana or something along those lines. Like I want, or a Mage bot lane would even work here. Maybe not, because our consistent damage is absolutely terrible.
How does that sound?
Zeri's kind of safe.
She
got a
can
dash. She can dash over walls. She's got a lot of movement speed.
Yeah, she's fast, if nothing else. So,
yeah.
She is definitely going to be hard to pin down, especially for the champions like the Pike and the Syndra, whose CC is a little bit more unreliable. We're going to see the Draven as the hover here.
Yeah. I don't... Okay.
Okay. We're trying to kill our opponent. We've decided we're going to kill them. I've got to commend the powerful gaming coming in from that. But what possible B5 could we see here? It's got to be like just some kind of tank jungle, just like a Moonless.
I was about to say
who's disabled. Who they picked up game 1. No.
Yeah.
It's, ladies and gentlemen, it's William. There he is.
Yeah.
William, of course,
himself.
Mundo. Yeah, obviously.
I feel like this is a terrible pick into this enemy team. I guess it's Mundo top lane into the Urgot instead or something.
I
Oh,
like that a little bit
Volibear? Do you like Volibear?
more.
I don't.
In jungle, because it is still going to be that Shen top.
Okay. I was about to say, I really hope this isn't Volibear top lane, because this is like a direct Urgot counter pick if it is.
Yeah, like there's no way we actually. I feel like we picked Shen specifically to survive in lane against Urgot.
Yeah.
And hope for the best otherwise. But the Mingos have kind of eventually landed on a composition that looks weird, but is actually closer to standard than you would think. Whereas
Yeah.
Queen's Revenge have picked a composition that wants to kill you to death. And I
So,
admire the change in game plan, if nothing
so
else.
I gotta ask, do you think it's full AP Nunu jungle?
It shouldn't be.
Do you think it is? Is what I asked.
I
Becky.
kind of hope it is. I think it'd be very funny.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, it's like I feel like you almost have to in some ways because like all of your lanes need to get ahead, right? We are not playing any of our characters who are behind are not going to be doing well. So to me, it's kind of like you might as well just go for it as Nunu. You're winning or dying on this series. This is kind of the win by the sword, die by the sword. If I'm playing tank Nunu and I don't like randomly psychopath gank at level 3 or something and my top laner crashes out because the enemy top laner kills me somehow or something like that, like there's so many good lanes you have to gank for. Like every lane is CC to gank for. You bring CC and damage. Like this is like a dream AP Nunu game, to be honest with you. There is so much available, and your team closes the game out. This is like always the worry if you're playing AP Nunu, is like you actually get fed and you're like, man, this is gonna go great, and then you realize you have all the money on your team and you int because you kind of do that when you go in for your combo and you give shutdowns over like 2 or 3 times. You go, oh no, we're going to lose. It's like the Shaco effect, but like your teammates actually can like back you up and they like diving people and stuff. So I'm hoping it's full AP Nunu. As far as the Mingos team, we have drafted so much like go backwards and don't die buttons. It's crazy. We had like the
Yeah.
Temporal Fate to deny it. We have Shen R to deny it. We have Echo R to deny it. We had the Zeri skate over a wall and get me away from all of these animals trying to chase me button. We had the Volibear like ult of like I can use it to leap over a wall and like keep myself alive. I'm really hoping Mingos are somehow able to like keep in this, but I don't know if they have a lane that's winning anywhere. Like Echo into Syndra is like a win, yeah, but like you also have to play that lane like an absolute psychopath. Like that is a lane matchup where you are taking Flash Ignite and you are going to Flash Ignite Syndra at level 3 and coin flip the game on killing her. Because if you don't do that and you take TP, you are going to lose this matchup and it's going to be terrible for your team. It just means you're not going to have pressure ever. So I feel like it's really odd for the Mingos because they have like Zeri Bard is like not trying to do anything. Bard is just trying to leave Zeri alone so that he can go on magical journeys. And Zeri is going to do her best to not get driven by Dravenpike, and I feel like that sounds awful. So I'm a big fan of the Queenies comp here. I think they're going to take this one. I think this is going to be a quick one. I think this is going to be a quick Queenies revenge win.
Yeah, I actually, now that you've made that case, looking at kind of the lane matchups, I do believe in the power of just trying to kill your opponent as quickly as possible. I think that the Queenie's Revenge have put together something that is very exciting. If they are either going to win incredibly quickly or lose incredibly quickly. And in either case, I think it's a win for us. So we're going to go ahead and throw it to a break. When we get back in on the Rift, we'll be in for game 3 of our series between Mingos and Queen's Revenge here in Blue Otter Emerald. We'll see you in just a few minutes. Alrighty, we are here in on the Rift for Game 3 of our series between Queen's Revenge and the Mingos. Queens on the blue side, Mingos on the red side. I am still Becky Rita with presumably still Storm as we
Yep.
are observing Queen's Revenge going all out in this one for their ultimate attack as they attempt to win this game as quickly as possible. Whereas the Mingos have put together something a little bit closer to standard. As we kind of said in draft, it is going to be that Shen top, the Volibear jungle. If it was the Volibear top, I think I would have been very sad.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they did the right choice. You see a little bit of all chat there. You're scary, bro. It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Shen is very scary.
I think that was, yeah, Shen is a very frightening. Oh my god, this is already terrible.
Yeah, level 1, Resilient back in on the Rift. Naysayer is out, and Resilient is back in, and that is going to mean Resilient is here looking to try and level 1 blast away Johnny Fortnite. Flash getting blown. That is actually going to be a trade of flashes as Resilient flashed as well.
Yep, the Ignite also went down there. You can see from, the kid. But we can see TJ actually is running the Ignite in the top lane. This is like something Shen generally does a lot because you want the early combat prowess because you need to win early because you don't have a real ultimate for killing your lane opponent. Have to see what he's able to do and how he plays this matchup. There's a lot of different things. It's all very weird because you can Urgot can buffer Shen E, right? If
Yep.
you just raw E as Shen towards Urgot, he can just buffer it and then dump you. But you can also W buffer. Anyway, here's a gank. I'll shut up.
Here comes Nunu and William coming in here with a snowball. Zulfer going to be caught out of dodge. The safe zone is so far away here. This Echo is fast. Going to try and get out. Flash will get blown. He's going to flash into the stun. Oh, mamma mia. Naysayer back in the mid lane. Going to pick up that first blood. A good gank from Queenie to get things started. Get things rolling, as it were.
Yeah. Our Nunu has ganked level 3 and gotten a kill, as the prophecy has been foretold. Resilient as well, winning down in bot lane. Everything is back to normal. Zulfer, I hate it that they have this TP here. It's probably good there because they died and they get to TP back. But our Echo has bought a null magic mantle on our first phase.
That's
yeah. Tank Echo long dead. Thank God. We both hate it.
Oh no. Okay,
We
William
can't
will
drive.
not get that one as Queenie will just throw the snowball in. And I mean, you lose nothing by going for it, especially because you're kind of just waiting for your camps to come back up anyways. So Queenie's going to go for the second round of clears here as...
we haven't cleared these bot side camps yet, I want to say.
Oh.
Yeah.
First round of clears here is...
Yeah.
Okay, Pike's going to be looking for a stun. It will connect onto Macro Beast, who will have to pop the barrier here.
Ooh.
That's going to be a great laser! Macro Beast going for
Flat
a double
world
there!
champion,
Holy.
baby.
That is a disaster for the bot lane of Queen's Revenge.
Yeah. Nothing else to say there. Just the flat world champion himself showing up big. That was a beautiful laser. I don't know what Resilient does now, because we're down 12. I mean, we picked this wave up at least. We didn't get to cash in on that wave either as Draven. We lost those Adoration stacks. Zeri just bought a BF sword to our double long sword base. Oh, dear God, it's a horror.
This is not the kind of world that Draven thought he was going to be living in after that
Yeah.
level 1. You see that level 1 and you assume that, oh, okay, Draven just wins this lane here. But,
Yeah.
I mean, they've kind of just went a little bit too far, a little bit too separated. The kid went in for that really ballsy maneuver and did get the double stun. They did lock up Macro Beast, but they just didn't have the damage to cut through the barrier. And unfortunately, the overcommitment from the two of them. And I mean, the laser was extremely good. It was very fortunate that laser was where it needed to
that
be.
did connect.
Oh yeah, Zulfer really struggling in this one. I guess that's why we pick up the Null Magic Mantle, as we're gonna nullify some of that magic damage, but we are gonna be struggling. We are not feasting in this mid lane right now if we are the Echo, who is gonna get
Always
snowballed
getting
once
repeat
again.
on.
It just keeps happening. It just keeps happening as Queen's Revenge will be
That was
fine.
two ults.
That was Shen ulti for. I feel like we could have communicated that better. We were talking about it feels like the Mingos just don't have like chat on, like they can't hear
Yeah.
each other. That is another case of that. It feels like.
Oh, Naysayer gonna die. Johnny
Could
Fortnite's
put-
here. Double stun.
Four Doxicals around. Johnny Fortnite is going to try and help the Volibear get out of here, but it looks like that invade will be punished as Queenie will pick up one for herself. That will be poor Doxical dropping that.
Yeah, it is worth noting. Oh, we gotta rolling on down towards the bot lane.
Macro Beast does not have flash. This should be a dead zone. We do have the lightning crash. We're going to try and pop it out, but just don't have enough damage, don't have enough anything in the tank here. Yeah, without flash, that Zarya was just too far forward. Queenie getting so much work done. That's the Nunu and Williams special.
Yeah. I will say the one thing there, that is one of those cases of, like, normally I don't care who takes the kill, right? Generally, unless it's like a support stealing a shutdown, you're like, whatever. Whoever gets the kill gets the kill. Draven, exactly. I don't care. I would almost have rather let Zeri try and flash E over that wall to let Draven get that kill than letting Queenie take it. It matters so much, especially considering we were building lethality items. Like, yeah.
It seems a little bit. It's definitely unfortunate. Like, you still get the kill. It's still like fine, but it feels a little bit sad as we have Johnny Fortnite, who's just gonna annoy Naysayer here in the mid lane. Doxical is around. You know the kid's gonna try and go for something onto Zulfer. Zulfer does have that ulti, but doesn't have the mana to cast it, so we'll just have to try and get out. There is no secure there, and you know the kid does not have ulti. That's gonna be the Whirling Death. Will be whirling up towards topside. A wonder shot right there from the Draven. We do have the back coming on the back here. It did tag Zulfer. It did tag Zulfer on the way back. Oh man, that is misfortunate. Well, we had to recall anyways, but if Pike had gotten that, I would have been very depressed.
Yeah. Oh, here comes Queenie.
This should be another easy pickup here, as Queenie setting up so much for Queen's Revenge in this game. Just like we wanted to see from this Nunu pick, it is paying dividends, as now Resilient is going to be Ignout, taking quite a lot of punishment down here, as the Pike has abandoned the Draven to their own devices, and I feel like Resilient is just going to die horribly, staying under turret here.
Zulfer?
Yeah, Zulfer does have the Shen
coming.
coming through. Here comes the Shen taunt. There should be a pickup here, as that's going to be one. Zulfer over the wall, but Queenie is around. Yeah, it's going to be a flash from Queenie. Here comes the Absolute Zero, and there is absolute zero chance Zulfer is surviving that one. Flash will get popped by the Echo there. Johnny Fortnite dashing in, getting a flash out of Naysayer. TJ looking for something, but that is ill-advised. That's low. Both of these AD carries are critically low here. Macro Beast does have the barrier. Here comes the Whirling Death. Please dodge it. Okay, we're fine.
We flashed it.
Yeah, we already flashed. We flashed earlier.
Did we? Okay. I thought we had both sums there. Anyway, still, Bess is resilient, surviving, gonna be able to thrive, get this wave push in. It is a cannon wave, so this should be enough gold to hopefully finish whatever this lethality item is gonna be with our Dirk here. If it's the Collector, I don't know what Draven builds nowadays. I thought he was like a Bloodthirster champion or something, but maybe not. Maybe he's Essence Reaver. I don't know.
Essence Reaver might not be bad. I'll do some scouting as we kind of just wait to see what our teams are going to be doing here. got a little bit of a slow moment as our Queen's Revenge gamers are resetting here. Without Queenie on the map, kind of just not really wanting to make a whole lot happen, as Shen will be shot down quite a bit here in Arkle Demon. 2 levels up on the Shen. And that's kind of the downside of playing the Shen champion, is that you have to leave lane to be effective, and that means that you inevitably are at a disadvantage.
Yeah, also worth noting, for all those who don't know what Urgot does as a champion, because you never see him, I don't really blame you. Once you are level 9, you have 5 points in your W for this Stain, which is that, like, his, like, 3 autos thing, and you become a real champion because of his toggle. But here's a play being made here on the Naysayer.
Yeah, Naysayer will just get targeted and taken out here. The gameplay button will get used onto Johnny Fortnite, but he is hale and hearty, so not too concerned about that. There's Resilient, maybe looking for something. Johnny Fortnite doesn't have the Tempered Fate, so likely not going to go any further than that, but they will pick up the Drake here, and that'll actually be the second Drake for the Mingos. As it does not look like Nunu is going to attempt to contest. More concerned about that mid lane wave, and Arkle Demon picks up one on the top side there with the flash. Does manage to pick up the Shen up in top. And that is a very nice pickup for the Urgots. Likely gonna... no? Yeah, okay, yeah. Urgot is gonna get that turret up there. Almost certainly is. Now it looks like Queenie will be the target here. Trying to get out. Absolute Zero will be channeled. Will have to be interrupted, though, as the Whirling Death will go through, but not going to get that last hit there, as Naysayer will pick up that kill on the Paradoxical, trying to go for more, but does not have the follow-up to do so. As TJ Lanier is going back to his turret thinking this will help him. It won't.
Yeah.
You're gonna die again, actually. I don't want to, like, Shen fans, look away. Don't look at this one. It's gonna be really sad. Wait.
He lives.
Resilient picks up one on the bot side, though, as Macro Beast, and yeah, we can take a look at that. We're getting a little bit of a rewind here. It's rewind time. Here comes, yeah, it's gonna be, yeah, oh yeah, yep, hook lands. Sometimes the hook lands. The ulti doesn't, but doesn't matter, as Resilient picks that one up. Good work on that bot lane there.
Yeah, and we can see it was actually the hubris coming out here from Resilient. So they're all in on the snowball.
Yep.
We are all in on it. Good job from you. You've picked up 2 stacks of that now, so 18 AD, I believe, is how that item works. That's what those numbers mean. TJ is, for some reason, showing up around here, trying to bait this Urgot R. He's dead to the Urgot R. Nice. Good job.
Wait, he didn't even get devoured by it? I think he just died to, like, entropy.
It does entry cast damage, too.
It does entry cast? I actually had no idea.
It does like 150 damage or something if you hit something with the beginning part of it. It's not a lot.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I assumed, like, I guess it makes sense that it does damage.
So there's a 3k gold lead in, between these 2 top laners.
Yeah, I don't know if Shen was the right pick. I mean, in a vacuum it was. Like, we talked about it.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is one of those matchups where I said, if you're playing Shen, you have to be freaky and you have to know this matchup. Otherwise, you're going to get bodied. But it's like that thing, if you have to literally win, like, level, 2, you all in him and kill him, or you are going to just get monkeyed on like this. Paradoxical has his Dusk and Dawn finished, has gotten a ridiculous amount of shutdown money as this Volibear. We got the Syndra shutdown and the Nunu shutdown. So I'm really hoping this Volibear does something with all the money they are getting currently funneled into them. Hasn't really looked like it yet. They've just been, like, power farming basically this entire game, as you kind of do as Volibear for some reason. I don't understand this champion. But anyway, that's a Tempered Fate, I think, just got committed by Johnny Fortnite in mid. Yep.
Yeah, Tempered Fate is going to get through now. I will say for the Volibear, it is... His ganks aren't, like... Because he has to run at you. This is a team that's pretty difficult to just run at. Because, like, your best target to go for is that Syndra, and she can just push you away, as it looks like Johnny Fortnite will find Resilient here on the bot side. A lot of damage is going to come out with Zulfer, but Zulfer's going to have to pop that ulti. rewinding time there. And they aren't even going to be able to kill Resilient, getting both sums, though, as TJ will die again, I think. It might just... Oh, nope,
Queenie's
never mind.
coming.
Queenie's there. All
Yeah.
right, so Queenie they'll pick up that kill onto the Shen, almost certainly. In the bot side, though, we do have the full lockdown onto Resilient. The turret is turned off. The Ohm Wrecker effect on that turret will drop it. And, yeah, Ohm Wrecker, anyone?
Yeah.
Anyone? Clap for
Yeah,
Ohm Wrecker?
Yeah, I was about to say, just reminding everyone else in the stream that we are indeed old. The item that turned off towers, built out of the ZZ Rock portal thing, the Raptor's
Yep.
cloak that gave you movement
Yep.
speed towards towers.
Yep, the Raptor's cloak. Nobody used that item for good. It was only used for evil. Anyways,
Yeah.
Naysayer will be targeted and taken out here, trying to pick up Zulfer, but Zulfer just has enough HP to counterplay that one with the counterplay button. As you know, the kid will also drop here on this bot side. The Whirling Death does not find Zulfer in the mid
TJ.
lane, though. We see the Herald getting dropped as TJ will be targeted. Potentially will drop here. The slow is going through. Ooh. Man, Zulfer was playing with fire there. Does not get burned, though, and does manage to save TJ Lanier.
Yeah, be interested to see. I guess Anarchical Demon is just going for the classic Teamfight Urgot build of like Black Cleaver and Asterix Gauge. We're not doing any of the newfangled technology that has been showcased on certain streams that I'm not going to talk about that I think is personally terrible, but apparently is quite good according to Urgot OTPs. Quante. Have to see what we're going to do after this, if it's just going to be the normal like kind of tank items that you go as Urgot after this. Once you kind of get this level 13 point, when you get the low CDs on all of your legs, you generally have enough damage with these two items here. As far as like other things, Queen's caught out here in the pit.
Yeah, Queenie's in the pit, should still be able to secure the Drake, and will do so. Now Paradoxical is going to be the one stuck into the pit without any backup. Never mind, backup has arrived, and just not enough damage to cut that Volibear down fast enough. There will be enough, however, on the side of the Mingos to pick up two over the wall. Zulfer, unfortunately, getting tagged by the Pike Stun. And Naysayer will keep themselves safe. Never mind, they're going to keep Johnny Fortnite in a casket as he gets cranked by the Syndra gameplay button, as Queenie is going to attempt to survive. Never mind, just kind of dying there, as Zulfer does manage to pick up one in that, and that is going to be another exchange of kills around the map.
Yeah. What a fantastic game. Why aren't all League of Legends games like this? 23 kills, 18 minutes in. Action across the board. It's not a stomp either. I love to see it. Hopefully the game kind of continues at this pace. Items kind of coming through. Oh, okay. Just looking at the gold lead here, we can see there isn't that, like, many people that are, like, that far ahead of each other than Arcane or Gold Demon over TJ and Lanier here in the top lane. Speaking of TJ, looks like he's about to get caught out.
Yep, good night. You know the kid picking up that one. In the mid lane, though, it looks like Resilient will be picked up. Macro Beast getting one for themselves. 1-for-1 across the map. This Draven, very kind of just looking a little worse for wear, I will say. I did do the research to see what the Draven builds. This is standard start for the Draven now. It looks like,
okay.
Yeah, Hubris into the Hex Optics. Yes.
Yeah.
But we should see an IE next, hopefully. As it looks like the Volibear will have to jump out of this one. The Thunder Crash will,
Stormbringer?
Yeah,
Yep.
Stormbringer. Yep, gonna get out of that one. Blowing that button is a little sad, but not necessarily too horrible in the grand scheme of things. We do get the we do have our second item on the Volibear. We did complete that.
Flicker Blade.
Flicker Blades.
Yeah.
I feel like only Volibear builds this item at this point. I don't know another champion that builds Flicker Blades.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an ADC item, and none of them build it. I was about to see. I see it more in top lane. It's a Tryndamere item too.
Yeah, In my mind, it's a KO item, but that's just because Flicker Blades is an AP carry item.
Zulfur
it's an attack
should have
speed
died
item.
there. And our Demon is Flash R. I'm sorry, you should have died.
You are playing with fire. You gotta
crazy.
He is trying to just. Does an Arco Demon just not believe? Like he doesn't have ulti. Just kill him. Kill him to death. Nah,
yeah,
I guess
you just eat buff for a flash, and if he doesn't chump check you, you just do it again and you eat him. Anyway, I guess we just don't know our damage, like, or whatever. We're not sure where other people are on the map. That's also fair. Do have to say, like, Queenie is coming down, so maybe we're just waiting for that for Nunu to kind of finish these Krugs and then maybe go for a gank to make sure that it's safer. But Johnny Fortnite now is here to cover, does have access to that Tempered Fate. One of the, like, kind of few ways you can stop Urgot ult. As far as supports, we can see that Bard has completed his first item, the obvious tank item. Okay, Zulfur's...
Yeah, Zulfur has,
Oh, okay, whatever. We landed that skill shot.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of stuff gets missed there, but yeah, Zulfur, you have cheated death for too long. At this point, it was inevitable that drop was going to happen. And it looks like the Queen's Revenge are going to pick up that turret as well in the bot side, whereas Mingos are kind of just like fiddling around. They're like twiddling their thumbs, waiting for something to do. Kind of not really getting a whole lot, and there's really not a whole lot to do, to be fair. 20 seconds on the Drake. It looks like we'll be setting up around this here, almost certainly. We're gonna try and get some vision, but we're kind of slow getting to the pit. It's now Paradoxical was tagged by a hook. TP coming in from Zulfur. TJ does have ulti and the top lane bonus TP as well, so Shen has plenty of ways to get down to this fight when it breaks out. Queenie looks like started the Drake, and it is Nunu, and it looks like Mingos might just give this one up, but we're also going to just walk into this bush as well. Now that will be the Ocean Drake picked up. Nobody ends up dying for it.
Boo.
Which is
boo, I say.
Neutral. A neutral exchange, as neither team getting any closer to the soul point there, is still going to be waiting for more Drakes. So it looks like we're just maximizing Drakes in this series.
Yeah. So 2 going over of these Ocean Drakes now. Ocean Soul is very much worth playing for. We'll say not as good this game because a lot of these champions do a whole bunch of burst damage, and there isn't a lot of like innately tanky people to really utilize it. Naysayer just gonna cheekily steal this Gromp away, throw it back over the wall, so let Paradoxical have it. I guess he finally got it. There is the Baron start potentially available for either of these teams, but I don't think that's going to happen. Going to be interesting to see how Anarchal Demon does against Zulfur in the side lane here. I feel like with the Sterix Gauge and the Black Cleaver, they should just win and just be able to brute force kind of things, but also feel like it's pretty hard for them to actually get like tower damage because Echo is a mage, right? We have a lot of wave clear built into our kit and things like that, so don't think there's going to be a lot done in the side lane here. I feel like it's going to be more like a 4v4. It's got to be Queenie starting something. It is worth mentioning, you are Nunu. You have to do something because you're not going to get like noticeably tankier for the rest of this game.
No.
Do you see the snowball? Okay, just zooming around in the jungle with it.
For fun.
Yeah. It is a very fun ability. Would say it's probably the most fun ability in the game to use.
One of the most fun, for sure.
Yeah.
I was driving Scion ulti is also very fun.
Yeah, but I mean,
you don't get as much movement. You don't get as much mobility. And also the snowball, like, yeah, you do get to use the snowball a lot more frequently. As the Tempered Fate will go wide. It does connect onto the ward, but Resilient here will be the target picked up by Johnny Fortnite there. And that's going to be the lightning crash out from the Zeri, pumping out so much damage here onto an Arkle Demon, who can't get nothing done. The wall ride from Macro Beast tries to close the gap, but Queenie and the Kid are both going to keep themselves safe. On the top side, TJ is somehow winning this exchange of mines in this 1v1 against the Syndra, as the Baron will be started up. Queenie getting kind of caught off guard here. The snowball is going to be arriving, but I wonder what they can do for it. It's going to be 3v4. Sulfur doesn't have the TP, so it will be the 3v4. Here comes the engage from Paradoxical. Going to try and find something over the wall. The wall ride will be interrupted by the force of will. Yeah, they decided to disengage, and now Macro Beast going to get tagged by the pike hook, but will not go down. Instead, it looks like Paradoxical will be the target. Zulfer over the wall trying to get a flank-a-ranko, as Queenie will pick up one with the absolute 0. That's going to be Paradoxical dropping, and now with no jungler alive for Mingos and double smite on the Nunu, Queen's Revenge are going to be the one taking this Baron, and there's nothing that Mingos can do about it.
Yeah, it's just, that's free for them. They overreached. They went for a Baron that they really shouldn't have, right? It was that case of death timers are so short in the game right now. Like, we're only 25 minutes in. You don't have, like, necessarily the fastest Baron take in the world either. Your whole team got really low. Have to see if they're able to get any exit kills there. There's the slow from blinding from Johnny Fortnite. Yeah,
Johnny Fortnite looking for something here. That's going to be the Chrono Break from Zulfer, but now Macro Beast has arrived and pumping out that damage. We're going to get blasted away by Naysayer. Zulfer looking to try and keep going here, though. Getting a little bit of damage, but that pike is just a little bit too far away. It's going to be 2 taken out by the Mingos here, as Resilient and Naysayer both drop. TJ Lanier tempting fate, but will not get taken out.
Yeah, it is worth noting, TJ still hasn't hit his second item power spike, and as Shen, that's like actually a real power spike when you have this Dusk and Dawn. There we go, we finally hit it. Now we get to build tanky, and we actually do like a surprising amount of damage with these 2 items spiked. Paradoxical has gone from the Flicker Blades build of I'm doing all the damage in the world now, has started building tank items. We're not even building bruiser items. I hate if we buy Flicker Blades and aren't building any more damage. It makes no sense to me. Why isn't this just a bruiser item then? Have to see if we're able to utilize any of these like auto attack resets and things like that and get more spells off in these fights, or if he just blows up. But have to wait and see. This is the dragon spawn. This is the fight that's going to happen.
Yes, it is going to be the fight. And it is going to be an engage right here on the front. An Arkle Demon will be taken out first. Zulfer picking up that one. Queenie on the side. Not going to get any CC out of that one. Resilient has arrived. There's going to be the disengage here. The Tempered Fate connects onto Resilient as Macro Beast jet set radios that wall and gets a pickup there on to Resilient. And that will be 2 taken out. That should be the Drake for free here. Although Queenie may try, and never mind, we're gonna just take our red buff and get out of here. That will be the Drake set. That is the that's gonna be the soul. Sorry, the soul for soul point for the Mingos here. As oh no, Zulfer gonna get stunned up. Does have the Chrono Break. Will not suffer that much.
Yep. Yeah, will not die. Able to keep the team safe. Able to get some more time in this for their team to get this mid tower. We're still Drake maxing. This means Queenie's Revenge must get the next one so that we can get 3 Drakes apiece. Zulfer definitely looks dead to me here.
Yes. No, I don't think you're cracking this one, buddy. I think your time's run out, unfortunately.
That was a big pike ult going over as well. I'm pretty sure you share the shutdowns. Is that not how that works? That you get the 1k to yourself and your teammate? So definitely a huge win there, getting that with the pike ult there. especially when it's Zulfur's shut down. Ooh, we're gonna cancel this back. This is another kill here. Queenie's here too.
Yeah, this should be a kill because Queenie can. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a big one there. Here comes the whirling death. We've potentially saved it for the Draven.
Oh my
Never
God,
mind,
the
our
healing.
HP's back up. Volibear is actually the greatest champion in the game. As here comes the lightning crash out. Macrobeast picking up a 1 there. And that was buying enough time with that tempered fate. That fate has indeed been tempered. And that will be Paradoxical surviving here. Johnny Fortnite is absolutely cranking it in this one.
Yeah. Oh my God, TJ just killed himself.
Yeah, TJ has decided to die. Don't worry about it though, that's okay. I love the emotes. That's a good one.
Yeah. What the what was that? I mean, honestly, actually, like, why are we doing that? Sure, we land our E and we get like that 1 tower auto on the Urgot. Man, that's really gonna do a lot of damage to him at this point. Zulfur is fishing for kills, I think, is the nice way to put this right now. Maybe. Prepping his team, looking to see if he can catch Resilient out in the jungle. You know, the kid's looking to try and get some vision control back in his bottom jungle. We did see Johnny Fortnite cranking it in the bot lane top jungle there, just getting some vision down. Bard in control down there, setting up all their vision there for some reason. Dragon is 2 minutes away, while Baron is just a minute away from spawning. We can see, you know, the kid definitely concentrating the vision of his team much more towards the top side. Poor Doxical has found an Oracle Demon.
Oh, we got a fight in the mid lane here. Temper Fate's going to go out, going to delay a little bit here. Johnny Fortnite will keep themselves alive, but will eventually not drop it all to Resilient, who is just suffering in this game. Zulfur will not be able to secure that one on to You Know the Kid. Instead, going to get locked up, locked down. We'll have to Chrono Break out of dodge. Queenie will drop next, as there is just so much damage on this Mingos composition with the Zeri here going absolutely sicko crazy in this one. And once again, Paradoxical and Johnny Fortnite just managing to survive incredible scenarios in this one. And with that Baron up in 5 seconds, Queenie still will be down. This should just be the Baron over to the Mingos, and that could spell the game. Although TJ is going to give over another kill. Don't worry, everyone. It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, that's our Shen split push. This bought time for his team to get the Baron, guys.
Yep.
It was vitally important that he dragged those 2 people down here.
Yep, as a...
See,
okay, I know that... I know that Shen builds this item. I'm not. Yeah. This is a real Shen item.
Yeah, it still doesn't look right, does it?
It feels wrong, but like it is correct. Like
yeah.
It's the right choice.
Yeah, it's just funny.
It is a little funny to see
it makes you double take and go, what?
It's specifically the Forbidden Idol. You just like, wait a second.
The Fiendish Codex doesn't make you also kind of go, huh? Oh, John.
Well, at least he has like AP ratios. Johnny Fortnite will get locked up and blasted by the gameplay button right there. The unleashed power from Naysayer will take out 1, and that is a pretty unfortunate gamer to have off the map. Because now Zulfur's going to face check here. It's going to be 2v4 right now, 2v5, as Zeri is not here yet. This is actually not Soul for Queen's Revenge. We don't have to fight this. We don't have to fight this. Zeri is going to be the target. Well, Zulfur is still alive. TJ Lanier is also here, but that is an absolutely unnecessary overcommitment by the Mingos to fight for a Drake you don't need, losing every single Baron.
No, they still have it on Zulfur. It's still there. They got that one.
Okay, that is true.
Yeah, but you know the kid looking for this now?
Yeah, we're just like, we are wasting their time sufficiently, so like there's Queen's Revenge is absolutely just wasting everything, every opportunity they have. They're staring down Bard exactly, and they decided not to push into mid. So I guess good work Zulfer.
Question mark? It just feels like maybe we could have played that fight better, or maybe we could have just ignored that random 5v5 around the thing when we didn't have first move and just went for like some towers. Utilize our Shen split push.
Yeah,
Group is 4.
the Mingos had Baron.
Johnny, you okay? Oh no.
Johnny Fortnite is cranking a little bit too hard right now. He's a little bit too maybe a little bit too
He's
too
dehydrated.
ambitious. Yeah, he needs to get that chug jug going and get some hydration back in on this one. As looks like Zulfer is around for a flank, but this is gonna be a 4v5 if we try to fish for it, and we do not have Bard, so I don't like our odds. And it looks like, yeah, Zulfer's gonna back out there, and the push continues.
Yeah. How much AP does Naysayer have? Oh, never mind.
We'll take a look at that in just a little bit here, though, as the Lightning Crash will go out. Macro Beast doesn't have a whole lot of protection. Paradoxical will get one. That's going to be Naysayer taken out next by Paradoxical. This Volibear is near full build. This is an angry bear right here.
This is Penta.
Yeah, this is Penta behavior right now, as Paradoxical, with the help of Macro Beast, will get a Quadra. Queenie is unfortunately too far away for the Penta.
They have a bot wave, too.
But yeah, they've got a bot wave, and that push has been flipped on its head by Paradoxical and the crazy Volibear power.
Yeah, I guess if you are just this
that
far
wave
ahead,
is ginormous. Holy.
Yeah, look at the top lane wave as well. There's so much minion advantage. Like,
they just win.
Yeah, they win.
They just win.
3-0. Mingos.
Wow.
Mingos, baby.
Yeah, Resilience comes back into the game, but is not going to be enough. Here comes the Tempered Fate. Resilience going to go golden. It's a cool pose to be in, but that pose is not going to be a victory pose, as the Mingos 3-0. Huge. And a very much an upset for this team.
Yeah, that is a crazy upset. Wow. I'm kind of in disbelief. Like, great job from the Mingos. They flew high. They didn't fly too close to the sun. It looked like it a couple of times. They might have had a little bit of Icarus in those wings, but they were able to keep it calm, keep it collected. And it was basically off like their individual play, right? That was like a lot of really, really big outplays coming through for like multiple people on this team.
Yeah, no, I feel like the Mingos, I don't know if they necessarily, if it's like an overperformance, but they looked absolutely like there was kind of some shenanigans, like there were some dumb plays, but I feel like on an individual level, the Mingos were just performing so much better than the Queen's Revenge players across the map, aside from TJ, who was struggling, but otherwise, the rest of the Mingos team, I feel like we're doing fairly well in this series.
Yeah, I mean, they did well, I feel like, just pretty much across the board, like you were saying. I know TJ is absolutely like playing like the top laners you get in solo queue. That guy is right-clicking on the enemy top laner and saying, I'm gonna kill him. And he's like 1 in 10. Like, there's some work there, but like at the same time, he's going for it and he's making big plays. Like even that Gragas game where he was 1 in 11, the amount of times that he would like force the Smolder, who was like 10 and 0, to like flash away from him, despite him being 1 in 11. Like it happened 2 or 3 times, right? And he forced the Zonias. Like he isn't just like straight running it, right? Like as much as like we're criticizing TJ because he is dying a lot and he's probably pushing hard when he shouldn't be sometimes. Like he's doing a lot of work. I think Paradoxical played like incredibly well that game. He was the major carry for me. Macro Beast as well had an insane series. I feel like it's fair to say Johnny Fortnite as well on that Bard looked so good. We can see why like so many teams have been banning this pick and why it's like such a major pick. But do you have a player of this series for this Mingos roster?
Well, I wish if game 1 was more fresh, that it would be a little bit easier to
that was
throw
the
this
press
one
R
out.
buttons comp where they had like the Wukong top lane when TJ like got super far ahead and then like entered the game away, and we were like, I guess he's still player of the game because he won the game for them like early. They had the Senna, Seraphine, Morgana, Mumu.
Yeah. I will say based on what we saw in those two games, is it I don't want to say it. I feel like the safe pick is Paradoxical. I feel like Paradoxical's the safe one there. But
Yeah,
I feel like Macro Beast did perform very well.
yeah. He had a lot of really big moments. I think it's fair to say he had like some points where he was too aggressive, but like he was doing work. He won those games. He got excited and he actually like flashed forward to end that last game as the Jinx. He did an incredible Zeri game, and I think a game that should have been so hard for him to play, especially with how
Mhm.
that level one went. He really rallied and got that double kill and stuff. I feel like Macro Beast was like a really good suggestion. Johnny Fortnite legitimately had like an incredible series as well. Like as much as
Yes.
we're just glazing him because of his main, he actually like played really, really well.
Yes.
Um, did he buy Ardent Center as a support? And am I going to flame him for that? Yes. So he is automatically disqualified as player of the series. I'm sorry to report everyone.
Yep. Yep.
Um, but yeah, Zelfer did pretty well both games. His playing assassins really well and these flanks incredibly well. But yeah, I feel like the Mingos team just played really well. They just all laned incredibly well and utilized their lane presence. Like they actually like pushed their advantages and just went for the plays.
Yeah, and I gotta commend that, and of course, a good effort from Queen's Revenge. I know this series was a little awkward because of the uh Riot Games client last between the 2 weeks here. They put in a formidable effort. They did not make it easy for the Mingos.
Yeah.
Even though it was a sweep, it was a very close sweep. Unfortunately, I don't believe we have time for a player interview, so we're gonna have to call it for tonight here. Uh, Thank you everyone for coming into the stream, for checking this one out, for joining us for this series, even though it was just 2 games tonight. I am Becky with Storm, and clicking the buttons is Cthulhu here joining us as our producer. So we'll see you next week for the next round of Blue Otter League playoffs. We'll see you all then for Emerald.